literally says 8:14, and then I go to click live, and it says 8:16. How dare I stream at a even time? It's never gonna happen. Is this plugged in? Is this plugged in right? Hold on. Hello, hello. Okay, I think that's correct. Pretty sure that's correct. But I have 0 concurrent viewers. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it is working. Hello, everything Samsung Pro. Audio should be good, I think. Lego Man says hello. Jack's back in safety says hello. Brady Henderson says hi. The Imposter says I'm here. Wonderful. 7 current viewers. Legoland now has a battery emoji. Lego Man, yeah, he does. As opposed to the nuclear emoji. Lego Man's, yes. And on that note, PB68 Man is also in the chat, which is good. I was going to maybe do the video today, but I think I'm going to hold it off until tomorrow or the next day. I have 2 videos scheduled for tomorrow and the next day. One of which involves these things, and another of which involves these things. So, it says that people will experience buffering. Stream status is poor. On OBS, it says it's fine. I don't know why. Then again, I do have a editing window open, so that could be it. It'd be nice to not have to close out of stuff for the stream to be smooth. Oh well. Looks like that's not going to be the case. I guess I'll edit a video while... See, here's a good idea. I'm going to edit a video while I stream and see if that... See how badly that causes the stream to lag. So we will see... Oh, yeah, thank you for putting title text there, so I have to erase that first. And then changing the type of... Why would you do that? Why would you reset the... Oh. I have an Xbox 360S, so I put 3 USB sticks in to have unlimited memory. I have an Xbox 360. It's a 500 gigabyte Xbox 360, but it's also the arcade model. So it also has like an extra 512 megs of RAM or something, or of a storage, or something like that. My Xbox One S is still got to figure out what's up with that. And then I start typing and you reset it again. Not a good idea to stream while I'm editing, huh? Please remember what I actually selected instead of immediately changing it. I made my S7 Edge clear. Hello, how's it going? Hello, hello. It's going. It's definitely going. I'm trying to edit a video while I stream. It's causing the stream to lag out like crazy, and my editor's being stupid and not responding to what I tell it to do. I change the text to a certain type and then it immediately resets back to what it was before. Actually, instead of, I'll just type it. What? What? I type out the text and it switches to a completely different text. Wow. Anyways, the screen froze. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Stream status poor. Hold on one sec. The screen is extreme. Yes, I know it's lagging. Let me fix. Give me 1 sec to fix it. Where is the save option? The stream literally crashed. It says the stream status is excellent. It says excellent connection. I don't know how much I believe that. Okay, now it's back. Now it's back. Yeah, so I think it should be better now. Hopefully. Anyway, since it's better, I'm going to celebrate by opening a soda. And getting it all over myself. This is not going well, is it? This is going very badly. But it's working now. That's all that matters. PC Spider says hello. Hello. We've got a lot of people in the chat. How many people we got? We got 5 people. Looks like some people left because of the stream being crappy. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I see a vacuum behind you. Oh yeah. That's a vacuum, and that's a vacuum. I'm trying to reorganize stuff, so there's stuff all over the place. Yeah, ironic, right? I also got a bunch of tapes that I'm trying to figure out what to do with. So I hooked up my VCR. And that is doing that. Hello, 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 hello. I broke my floor head off my Bissell Featherweight. You broke it off? It's supposed to come off. So you should be able to just replace the base. Because it literally just attaches like an attachment. That's what mine does. At least that's what that one does. Has anyone ever heard of the Bissell Big Green Complete? Yes. Yes, that is true. How's the Hoover Runabout? It's fine. I haven't done anything to it. Probably just going to sell it as is. Because I don't really have much of a use for it since it doesn't have attachments. I'm thinking of buying a Bissell Big Green Commercial Pro Cup. At this point, if you're going to get one of those, I would say probably just get the sanitaire version. Unless you really don't like the metal handle, because that's the only difference. Or I guess if you prefer the color. Because there's a new sanitaire version that, I forgot his name, but some viewer told me about. And how there's now sanitaire versions of the bagged and Helix. I'm thinking of getting a Bissell Big Green Pro Power Force bag. I mean, that's the one I have. It works good. I got pretty much no complaints with it. I think the belt's going bad on it. Might have to replace the belt again. I wonder if Bissell would make a big green version of the new Power Force lol. I doubt it. Probably eventually. I found a great deal on OfferUp. I'm thinking of buying a Bissell Pet Hair Eraser vacuum. Okay, cool. Do you like Animal Crossing? I've never played it. I really want to play it, but I don't have any way to play it. I will eventually buy the new game that's on Switch. I could also get the version on the Wii or GameCube or whatever. Because I have a Wii, so it plays Wii and GameCube. A launch model Wii, I should specify. I love the green color more than the blue. Well, then get the green. Get the green one then. I personally prefer the blue, but I still would probably prefer the big green just because I would imagine I don't think the sanitary one has a carrying handle on it. Because where the handle would normally go, it's just a metal pole that has the handle. But yeah. I don't know why PV68 man you keep deleting your messages. Anyways, encoding's overloaded. I'm literally not even doing. I literally moved my mouse and the encoding got overloaded. That's ridiculous. Look, move the mouse. Encoding overloaded. Stop moving the mouse. No longer overloaded. Move the mouse. Moving the mouse. Oh, the encoding didn't overload. Okay. Just replaced the post motor in my Kenmore Progressive upright today after 15 years of neglect. Literally runs like a brand new machine. Well, that's nice. I think making a gaming video might get the views. Well, I don't know. The one on the PS5 controller got literally like less than 100 views. The Rubbermaid Power Track for $400 was crazy. Yeah, pretty sure it's still there. I don't think anyone bought it. They are open to offers, but if they're asking $400 for it, they're not going to take anything less than $200. And that's way too much. For $100, I'd probably get it. But they would not take $100. There's no way they take $100. I would buy the Rubbermaid Power Track if it has everything. It has everything. It was brand new in the box. They took it out to take a picture and then stuck it back in the box. I don't think there was anything missing. If it was brand new, why would it have the attachments missing? If it doesn't have the attachments and they're asking for $100, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's already ridiculous, but it's like, come on. It's not even complete. But yeah. See, is that still up? And of course the encoding's overloaded because I dare open eBay. Did you buy the Sanitaire? I did not. I don't have the money for it. I bought something that you'll see in a video, but don't have for anything else right now. Bought a couple things you'll see in some videos. Wait, no, I want to search for Rubbermaid. Why is the encoding overloaded? I'm literally just typing. Then again, I do have a browser open. Rubbermaid vacuum. Should clarify. Not storage containers. It's still there. Still there. It's the Rubberglade Maxi Glide. As opposed to the Power Glide. Even though it wouldn't be a Power Glide, it would be... It wouldn't be Power Glide, it'd be a Clean View, obviously. Look at that. Copyright 2002. Look at that. Has a manual. Everything's there. Darth Gamer, haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, they want $400 for this with $40 shipping. So they're asking for $440 for this. Unopened, even though I opened it for the picture. It literally says unopened, and here's a picture of it opened. Best vacuum available, indestructible, made for the job of cleaning commercial and office space. YMCA, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, YMCA. That doesn't look good, no. YMCA. $400. Wow. What if I make an offer for $50? The seller will be more likely to respond if your offer is around $300. Oh, damn no. Oh, hell no. Hell no. $300 for that? No. $100. I didn't think Rubbermaid made Bissell knockoffs. Well, they're not knockoffs because they're made by Bissell. Like, Bissell makes the vacuums and Rubbermaid brands them as their own thing, or they used to anyways. Can you try to find out if the sanitary has a carrying handle? I already tried. I can't think of... There's no pictures of the actual vacuum anywhere. I've seen a couple reviews of it, but nobody posts a picture. There's no picture of the back of the vacuum. You can't tell by looking at it. Biggest ripoff since a small business stimulus package. I agree. Let's see. So, but yeah, like if I offer $100, like 150, 150 is too much. You're asking $200 for a vacuum that retailed for $80. You gotta, you can't be serious. It's not a collectible at all. Like these vacuums cost $30. They cost $30 used. This is ridiculous. He's never going to sell this. This was $40. Maybe he meant to write $40. If he was asking $40 for it, yeah, I'd buy it. For sure. $40. But $400? No. Wait, that's a knockoff? Like, not an affiliate? No, that's the opposite of what I just said. I just said it's not a knockoff. It is a Bissell. Bissell makes the vacuum. It has Bissell's logo on it. It just also has Rubbermaid's logo on it. Like, look at this one. So this is what I'm talking about. This isn't a knockoff. It has the Bissell logo. Like, it's powered by Bissell. It's literally Bissell manufactured this vacuum. And they're selling it under the the Rubbermaid brand. But yeah. Your voice sounds a bit deeper and gravelly. Are you sick or just tired? I'm going to guess it's the Pepsi. The Pepsi tends to do that. I don't think I'm either. I don't think I'm tired or sick. I don't think there's anything wrong with me. Beyond the usual stuff, of course. So I'm not sure. Oh, did I forget to post in the server to tell everyone that I'm streaming? I did. Oopsies. Buster just accidentally reminded me of that. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he's tired. I mean, I'm always tired. Can you screen share? I did. What condition is your Note 5? It's fine. My Sprint one's in really good condition other than the home button being scratched. And the AT&T one is in good condition other than having some dents on it. Pepsi. Pepsi's disgusting, honestly. That's so good. Let's see. Buster is back. Let's look on OfferUp. I don't feel like doing more shopping. I just want to chit chat. I want to relax. Hello, Buster1849. Why is this... Okay. Streaming now. There we go. I told everyone that I'm streaming. Should do the trick. Using my Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Which is a very, very nice cell phone. That is totally not explosive. Yeah, I already looked on OfferUp the other day. Plus, I'm not buying anything right now anyway, so I'm not going to look for something if I can't get anything. What are your thoughts on iFixit's battery replacement kits? I don't know. I haven't tried them. I wish I could get sponsored by iFixit. Hugh Jeffries got sponsored by iFixit. Man, I'm never going to let that go, am I? Let's chat about YMCA. I wanna go to the YMCA. YMCA. Yeah, okay, that's enough. So, scratching my nose, which is annoying. Especially on video. People cut it out and make it look like you're... yeah. What case to use on your Note 7? Right now, I have the Spigen Neo Hybrid on this phone. I have two of these. I have one in silver and one in blue. And then the only other cases for my Note 7 I have are the wallet case that this black one came with. It's like a pink, because a girl had it. It was like a pink wallet case. And I have 3 UAG cases in clear, black, and red. So the only one of the UAG cases that I'm missing is the ash color for the Note 7. But yeah, right now I got the Spigen Neo Hybrid on it, and it works just fine. I don't have any screen protectors on it, but I don't have any screen protectors on my Note 9 either. Note 9 I have my UAG case on. Let's see, chillin'. What are your thoughts on the Eureka Airspeed 1? Are you talking about the one that I just got? It's fine. I haven't used it since the video. A lot of times, if I do videos on a vacuum, and it's not like one that I daily drive, I'm probably not going to use it until the next video I do on it. The most recent one I used was this one, the Helix Turbo. I've been using the Helix Turbo a lot recently, just because it's simple, it works. I don't have to worry about gunking up any of my collectible machines. Spigen Hybrid makes wonderful cases. Yes, Spigen does make good cases. I want to get the one for the Note 9, but they're still like $20. And I'm not spending $20 for a case on a 2-year-old phone. Eventually there will be a point when the cases just crash in value, and that's the best time to buy accessories and to buy the phone. So if you stay 2 years behind on phones, if you stay 2 years behind, that is the best value that you can get. So right now is the time to buy the Note 9 and the Note 8 if you didn't have them already. Now we're talking about phones, yes. I'm thinking of buying their Galaxy S8 battery kits as this quarantine has us stuck home. I mean, it's iFixit. iFixit is a reputable brand. I do trust iFixit. I like how they're actually lobbying for like good policies as far as right to repair, which I think is something we need to pass nationally. But this current administration, nor the potential next one, has no interest at all in that, which is very unfortunate. Because I mean, right now we are stuck with Trump and Biden, and it looks like that neither one of them, whoever wins in November, neither one of them are going to be interested in actually passing right to repair. So there's really no hope for it on a federal level right now, at least in my opinion. I think either one of them, it's possible they could want to go for it. Maybe for example, if Biden gets Yang in his administration, maybe Yang would be would be a good proponent of that, because I do trust Yang on a technical level. He's like a really technical guy. I did like him when he was running his campaign. I donated to him a couple times. And it'd be interesting to see if he helps push that forward. I doubt it, but again, that's assuming that administration even wins, which is probably not going to happen. It depends. I don't know. With this whole virus thing, it's crazy. It'll be interesting to see what happens this November, because like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and everyone has run around like a chicken with their head cut off, and it seems like nothing good is going to come out of any of this. Anyways, what are your thoughts on the Hoover UH3600? Performance reviews like the vacuum as a budget machine. Are you talking about the bagged wind tunnel that you did a video on, the new style wind tunnel? It looks fine. I don't think I'd like it nearly as much as something like a Powerlifter Pet bag, just because it looks like it's going to be a lot heavier, and it looks like the materials are equally as cheap, especially the handle. The handle feels really bad on it. Because I know the closest I had to that is I used to have a Whole House Elite, and it was built decently, but it was just annoying. It was just annoying that they skipped on a lot of parts of build quality. I'd like to review one at some point, but I just don't have the funds right now. I'm probably gonna open a Patreon soon for those who do want to donate to the channel, and the actual terms aren't finalized yet, but it'll be something where if you are a patron and you donate to the Patreon, you'll get behind the scenes content. You'll get access. Your suggestions as far as videos will hold more weight, because you're a patron, and all that stuff. So there may be some other little things I sprinkle in there. Maybe it'll be a little bit different because the details I haven't finalized out yet. But and the only reason I'm opening a Patreon is because a bunch of people were telling me to. Like, close friends were saying you need to open a Patreon, specifically because they're like, please open a Patreon so I can support you on Patreon. And I'm like, okay, fine. So, because I don't like people giving me money for stuff, but it's as long as I'm giving something in return, then I kind of feel better about it. So that's just how I am. So Patreon is something that I'm looking forward to. I was considering launching a Patreon long ago, but I just never got around to finalizing it. And at the time, the channel was so small that it was completely unfeasible. Even right now, it's relatively unfeasible, but because I had requests to open one, I will be opening a Patreon soon. I will be launching a Patreon soon. So um, hopefully that'll work out. And my hair is not working right. And so that way, if you want to donate to the channel, or if whatever, for any reason, and there will be some type of patrons exclusive content. But I know, well, the one thing I'm firm on now, and this still could be subject to change, but the one thing that I'm pretty firm on is there is going to be different levels of patrons. It's going to be as simple as, if you're a patron at all, you get all the benefits, because I don't like the idea of locking more benefits behind paywalls. Just being a patron in of itself, even if it's only 2 cents, you get the well, I don't know if you're able to donate. I think it's only on a dollar basis. I don't know much about Patreon, but either way, it's going to be pretty simple as far as the way that I implement it. But that's going to come on later, probably this week, possibly next week. But my goal is to launch it on Friday, but don't hold me to that because it may get delayed a little bit. So that's my goal, is Friday, this Friday, to launch the Patreon. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I don't know how I got to that topic. Oh yeah, because Performance Reviews has a Patreon, I think. And let's see, what's your favorite Nirvana song? Well, that's kind of a tough question, because obviously Smells Like Teen Spirit is the one that everyone loves, and that is the song that got me into Nirvana. But it's not necessarily my favorite one per se. Like, I do like it a lot, obviously, but there's a lot of other songs that I really like by Nirvana too. I really like a lot of the deeper cuts. Verse, chorus, verse. Verse, chorus, verse is the best way, or the best song in my opinion, as far as like the deep cuts. Verse, chorus, verse. Sappy's really good. I do like a lot. I do like some of the more mainstream stuff. I love Lithium. I love In Bloom. Drain You's really good. Floyd the Barber, that's kind of a deeper cut. I really like Floyd the Barber. Sifting is pretty good. It's very kind of a simplistic song that I really enjoy, about a girl. Francis Farmer, I really like. Of course, Heart Shaped Box. All Apologies is really good. You're Right's really good. And there's a ton of Nirvana songs I really like. It's really hard to kind of pinpoint one. I can tell you my favorite album. My favorite album is Bleach. Even though, like, it's really weird because, like, I like all the songs on Nevermind, But as a full package, I think Bleach just has a little bit more of that sort. It just has more of a unique feel to it. I don't know why. It's really weird. It honestly depends on the day, which day you catch me at, that I might say which one's my favorite. But right now, it's Bleach. Of course, there's only three options as far as like major records. Anyways, I think Performance Reviews recommended it over the Bissell because of parts availability. I don't think he said anything about that. And besides, parts availability is still good for Bissell's. Bissell and Hoover nowadays are relatively similar as far as parts availability. Um, yeah, there's certain parts that might be harder to find on a Bissell, but all the major stuff, brush rolls, belts, uh, bin assemblies, handles, hoses, motors, smaller parts, Bissells are very easy to repair. And that is one thing, is that the Bissell is easier to repair than the Hoover for sure. And for longevity, that's really important. I don't understand why Performance Reviews has like the thing I don't like about Performance Reviews is that he literally gets angry if you like disagree with him on something. Like he will like trash talk you like if you like sharks. Like I know Vacuum Wars, like they've recommended a few sharks and he's gotten like mad at him before because he recommended sharks. He's like, sharks are horrible. And it's like, I don't like sharks, but I don't get mad if someone likes sharks. That's their own prerogative. But it's just really weird how like he sounds kind of arrogant a lot. 'Cause he's like, well, I own a vacuum store, so I've repaired thousands of vacuums. So, uh, he's like, so he's basically like using that as like leverage to be like, no one else knows what they're talking about except for me. And I think that's ridiculous because I've also been repairing vacuums for 14 years. And yeah, because I don't work at an official shop, I don't see the volume that he does, but I still have the same type of experience. And, also I'm like, what, 20 years younger than he is? And I have like the same amount of, as far as like actual hands-on experience that he has, just not in quantity, but as far as what's there, like what I can do. So, at least based on the videos that I've watched. So, it's just really weird how like how very arrogant he is regarding anyone who disagrees with him on pretty much anything. And it's weird because he makes really good videos sometimes. And I like hearing his perspective as someone who's actually in the industry, or at least was for a while, and I think now is back into the industry. I really like that perspective. I still love watching his videos, but he seems like a cool guy. But it's just I don't like how very like dead set he is on, this is how it is, and if you disagree with me, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. He didn't say that directly, but he's commented on other people's videos and said that machine's a piece of shit. Throw it in the trash, and it's like, dude, you're like a 35-year-old or something like that who owns your own repair shop, and you're spending time on other people's videos trash talking machines that they like, and the person that he was trash talking also worked at a repair shop. It's Phantom Lightning, if you're referring, because he commented on the Power Glide Platinum video and was like, throw that piece of crap in the trash. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It's a vacuum cleaner. Come on, dude. A lot of people do that. Lewis Rossman recently got heated against Northridge Fix. I understand what he was trying to say, but he comes off as arrogant and an asshole. Well, I'm not familiar with Northridge Fix, but I've been following Lewis Rossman very extensively for the past maybe 5 years now. And I do really like Lewis Rossman. And again, I like Hugh Jeffries too, even though he's kind of a dick in real life. But at least based off the way that he handled this whole situation, me fixing his Note 7s. But he still has a lot of skill, and he has excellent production quality for his videos. And I still recommend that people watch his videos because they're of good quality. And I like the mods that he does and everything. Obviously, that's the reason why I wanted to work with him, because he seems like a really cool dude. But you know it is what it is. So I know, like, whenever Talos of Tech did the video on the iPhone 6 Plus Bengate, Lewis got basically kind of mad at him for not, for basically not understanding the repair side perspective of why these phones were breaking, and had very actually addressed the design flaw within the iPhone 6 Plus. And that is something that, like, then Drew did a response video, and he like his points were like I think he explained himself well, saying like, look, I never advertised that it was from a repair perspective, and there were people on both sides who handled this situation very poorly. Because Drew didn't say it was from a repair perspective, but at the same time he also didn't address the points that Lewis made in the video, so it was kind of a big drama storm over the iPhone 6 Plus, and I don't know. I kind of wish that I was like mediating that, because I understand both perspectives, because I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, because I've worked a lot with people who I have to explain stuff like that to them, but at the same time I haven't had so much repair experience that I forget about what it's like to be a normal consumer. I think sometimes balance like that is important. So, it's not always just as simple as, you have the most experience under your belt. Some of it also is common sense. Some of it is also, how can I conduct myself in a way that makes sense and that is professional. And I think it's kind of sad that there's a lot of people out there who are in their various channels who are 5, 10, 15 years older than me, and yet they can't conduct themselves nearly as professionally as I can. I think that's kind of weird, and I think that's really bizarre, and I don't understand it. And that's not me being arrogant, that's just saying what I've witnessed. There's also plenty of people who have dealt with stuff better than I have, because I'm not perfect. I have a lot of issues. But it is what it is, like, I've screwed up on things in the past. Even with you, Jeffries, I admitted, like, yeah, I sent you the wrong firmware at first. And, like, what else, you know? And that was really weird. Anyways, let's see. He sounds like BBBC. Yeah, whatever happened to that dude? What there is a war. Obviously, it's not an actual war, obviously, but what's crazy, like he said, it's a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, the Powerglide Platinum is a great vacuum. I think it is too. Have you ever seen the vacuum cleaner called Zero G Floating Canister? And I also want to address this, that don't get my words twisted. That doesn't mean that any single time they are criticized constructively, or they are constructively criticizing someone else, and that's bullying. That's not the same thing. What I mean is when you respond in a way that's not professional. See, if someone handles something poorly and you say, "Hey, I think you could have handled this a little bit better, and here's how you could do better," that's not bullying at all. Like that is textbook constructive criticism. The issue I have with criticism is when it's not constructive. If I do something terribly and I miss out on something, and I screw up on something, then yeah, call me out on it, because if I screwed up on something, then yeah, I should be held accountable for my actions. Yet at the same time, if you're just screaming and ranting, or if you're just throwing insults and being condescending and being passive aggressive, I'm not going to take your point seriously, because you're not presenting yourself in a serious manner. And if you're not presenting yourself in a serious manner, then it's difficult for me to take your argument seriously. Because how do I know if you're being sarcastic or not? I have no way of knowing. And that's just how human beings are. Anyways, let's see. Nevertheless, I enjoy Lewis. Yes, I love Louis Rossman. He's really cool. He is definitely a good example of, he has more experience than I will ever have. Because with soldering and everything, I don't think that I'm not going to say it's not possible, but I'm saying it would take a lot to get to that point. Of course, he's almost, I think, 30 at this point too. So if I have the amount of experience that he has within the same period, I probably could, as far as the raw abilities and raw repair abilities, I probably could get pretty close. But the key is just sort of having the mindset of being able to absorb more information as time goes on. Once you get to the point where you are refusing to absorb more information and to learn from what you've done, that's when you're not productive anymore. And that's when it's very difficult to take what you say seriously, because you're not actually evolving yourself. So how can you comment on someone else's ability to do the same thing? And yeah, I don't know. It's really bizarre. Anyways, I ramble a whole lot, so I'm sorry about that, but I tend to ramble a whole lot. It's super sad when a grown man woman bullies someone. Yeah, I kind of agree. Granted, another thing I should mention is that when it comes to someone leaving comments, it is entirely possible that someone could be leaving a joke and you can interpret that as being negative, because tone is impossible to decipher on written text. So that's another thing you have to keep in mind, is that you very well could be reading it in your head differently than the way that they intended to write it as. So, for example, if someone says this vacuum sucks and it's crap, that very well could be them being sarcastic, as opposed to them just trying to start drama. Because again, it's over a vacuum cleaner, it's over a cell phone, it's over a MacBook, whatever the case may be. It's over an Xbox. We're just talking about physical things here. We're not talking about politics. Even in the case of politics, I think it's ridiculous to get uncivil over topics, even like intense topics like gun control or abortion or LGBT rights. I think those are all things that, regardless of how emotionally invested you can be in your side of a topic, it's still important to understand that while you're presenting yourself in a professional manner, that you present your points in a professional way and you conduct yourself in a professional way. Otherwise, your points are going to seem very illegitimate because you're not presenting them in the best way possible. Does that make sense? Yes, I agree. It's very strange. I respect that you're very transparent. Yeah, and that's another thing, like, with the Hugh Jeffries thing, with the drama, with, like, him basically initially pretending like I never helped him at all, despite the fact that the phones were working because I helped him. There were multiple days in between there where he wasn't responding to any of my emails. He was completely ghosting me on every single thing. He liked my YouTube comment, but he didn't pin it. He didn't add, like, obviously he knew. Obviously he completely knew what was going on and what he was doing. That's not something that you just do passively. As far as making the video with parts that I helped him with directly, and then deliberately leaving out the fact that I did the work, that I did all the behind the scenes work to give him the information he needed to fix the cell phones. And he still hasn't released the second video yet for the Black Note 7, so we'll see how that goes. But again, it's like, so I waited multiple days because I did not want, he was racking up views, he's racking up ad revenue, he's making money off of this video that all these people believed, that hundreds of thousands of people believed, was all because of his own work and because of no outside sources or outside assistance. And I didn't want to be that person to make a call-out post or anything like that, because I'm not that type of person. But at the same time, I knew that because that's how I am, that was being exploited, from someone who's a much bigger creator. And obviously there's going to be a big mob of people that would come to his defense because he's a bigger creator, so he's by definition more serious and by definition always right. Thankfully that didn't happen. There was no people who were like mean to me or anything. I was just ignored entirely. And so I finally made that a big long post on Twitter saying, dude, why didn't you credit me for any of this stuff? I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Here's all the emails to prove it. It's been several days. You haven't responded to my emails. I tried to reach out to you in a professional manner through the mode of communication that we had already established, and you've refused to remain in contact despite you being online and active. So you're not busy. You're just ignoring me. And again, I said that in the most professional way. You can still go see the tweets. They're still up. You can see exactly what I said, and you can't edit tweets. So there's no, oh, did you edit it? And then he gave me this big long apology and said, okay, well, I'm gonna add a little blurb in the description, and that's it. And then I finally sent him an email saying, well, hey, I just want to let you know this is why that I felt this way, because here's this laundry list of stuff that doesn't look good on your part. You leaving out this, leaving out this, leaving out this, leaving out this. And I said, like, every single person who knows me, who's looked at this situation, has agreed that this is clearly malicious. This is not an accident. You don't accidentally leave out all this information unless you're intentionally trying to take credit for something that you didn't do. And the most recent email that I got back was just one that said, sorry, but we never discussed it, and we never discussed it before the video went up. So and I'm not legally obligated to credit you because there was no contract. I'm like, that's the point. That's the point, is that I told you to remain in contact with me. Tell me everything that's going on with the phones so I can help as quickly as possible. And he didn't. He just went back. He just uploaded the video out of nowhere with no credit. Again, that's not an accident. That's something you do maliciously when you are trying to hide something. Whenever I said, tell me when you're making the video, you don't, especially with how good of a production value that Hugh Jeffrey's videos are, you can't tell me that he did not take a week to make a week of like work putting that video together. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that and then at the same time say that during the entire exchange of him recording all that audio, he never once thought, hey, I should probably contact Chance again, let him know that I got this working and that I did that because he told me to. It's not like I was expecting it. I explicitly told him on multiple occasions in the emails, please keep me updated. And he didn't. There were multiple points when I was asking what's going on with the phones. And the only reason I even knew what was going on was because I was following his Twitter account. When it's like I'd said, tell me here, we have an email, clearly have email. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you get this fixed. And he was like, well, it's all right. It's no big deal because I'm not in a rush. Okay, great. But you clearly were, because you're in a rush to get the video out at the last second without telling me anything. Just hoping that I wouldn't notice. Because again, like if you're going, like that's deliberate. You're trying to post a video without notifying me about it, and while ignoring me because you're trying to post it under the radar. You're trying to get it to where I don't see it. You're trying to make me not see the video, and then you get all the credit, all the money, all the ad revenue, and I get and I'm left with nothing. Because again, the reason that phone's at 100% is because of me. Point blank. The reason that phone has the correct firmware on it is because of me. Now, granted, as far as the parts go, I sent him links to replacement parts. He didn't use them. He ignored it. And he bought other parts on AliExpress, which ended up being defective, and he had to return it and get different parts. Which wouldn't have happened if he had used the parts that I had sent. Or the links to the parts that I had sent. But you know what? I can't complain because he didn't use the parts. So don't credit me for something you didn't use. I understand that. And it's just ridiculous because it's like, why is it that you are so focused on that a 5-second little spiel saying, hey man, thanks for helping me with this. That's it. That's all I was asking. And then also in the last email he said, I wasn't obligated to give you a shout out. I never said shout out. I said credit. I never once did I ever utter the word shout out. Because, again, you are right. You didn't have to give me a shout out. But anyone who knows what they're doing knows that when someone helps you voluntarily, that you at least understand that they helped you out and you acknowledge that and you're honest about it. That's just basic moral code. You shouldn't have to be told to do that. I shouldn't have to leave a 14 space reply to get you to add a little blurb. See, if I was Hugh Jeffries and I made that and it was truly a mistake, I would have pulled the video down. I would have pulled the video down. I would have said, sorry guys, I screwed up the editing on this video, which would be accurate. I screwed up the editing on this video. I forgot to credit the person who helped me fix it. I'm editing the video real quick and it's going back up tomorrow. That's what I would have done. And I'm not even asking for him to do that. Even though I really should have, because that's kind of the point. But that's what I would have done if I was in his situation. But also, if I was in a situation, I wouldn't have done it in the first place. Because that's not something that you forget. You don't just, like, I have shitty memory. I have horrible memory. And you that's not something you forget over. You don't forget 4 months of someone helping you fix a thing, and then you make a video about that thing where you're recording and talking about the things that he helped you with, and you conveniently forget about it. That's not a thing. Anyways, so yeah, like, if you're a person and you want to work with Hugh Jeffries, understand that he's not going to credit you because he didn't for me. Why would he credit someone else? If you help him for it, you're just going to be, you know, there is no, like, there's no respect there. There's no basic level of decency there. That doesn't exist with him, at least not based off what I experienced. So if you're going to help him, understand that he's not going to give you credit for it, and he's going to pretend like he did everything. It's just what's going to happen unless he changes it. But again, he's still acting like that towards me, even in the most recent email. And I just didn't even, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to respond to that? It's like at the same time he's trying to say that he wasn't obligated to, but at the same time that he didn't. So like, he's just going all over the place. When it should just be as simple as, hey, sorry, I forgot about that. You know, it was all just PR. It was ridiculous. And yeah, that's why I hate, and that's the thing, because it's like, because here's the thing, it's like, yeah, like, because I'm not gonna lie, like, that kind of had a pretty negative impact on my, you know, kind of mental health too, because it's like, if you spend 4 months helping someone fix a problem, and your work is so worthless that you're not even worthy of a 5-second mention, even if he didn't, like, here's the thing, even if he just said, hey, credit to Chance, even if he didn't say my channel name, if he just said, hey, thanks Chance for helping me, which he knew that I had a channel. He knew that because the first thing that he saw was my Note 7 unboxing video where I said, hey, I have a Note 7, here's the proof that I fixed these, and he said, great, let's email, and it helped me fix my Note 7. And also the original reason that he messaged me was specifically to get the 60% limit off his Note 7. So that was the original reason. And I held on my end of the deal. Because it's at 100% now. Because I kept sending him firmware. Some of them, the links went down. But eventually I got him the right firmware. So yeah, that's ridiculous. So like, I held up my end of the deal, and that's it. And again, it's like, I didn't, and that's the thing, it's like, I didn't want to say anything because it's like, well, now am I supposed to feel bad? Because obviously I helped him because I wanted to help him. I didn't help him because I was expecting a sort of shout out or anything. But at the same time, I assumed that was like just basic human decency. It's like when someone helps you, you thank them for it. Right? Because again, like, as I told him, like, dude, if you had seriously just like, even at the end of the video, if you just add a little blurb at the end of the video that said, by the way, thanks a Chance for helping me with this. If literally a 2-second, not even 2-second blurb could have avoided this whole thing. But like, even that was asking too much. And I guess not even really asking too much because I didn't ask, because he made sure to go around it so that way I wouldn't notice it. Again, all the signs point to it being obvious that it was clearly intentional because he wanted to get all the credit for it, and he didn't like the idea of potential, I guess presumably he didn't like the idea of intentionally bumping up another YouTuber. Maybe it's because I've been doing more vacuum videos recently, and he thinks that maybe he would get flack for crediting someone who doesn't have the exact same type of content all the time. Maybe, but that was never told. I was never asked about that, so I don't know. If there's some other reason that I'm not understanding, it was never brought up, so I can't really be at fault because it was never brought to me. As far as a reason as to why there was credit. There was no reason given. It was just, I don't have to. But at the same time, I'm sorry that I didn't. Because I forgot. Even though you don't forget that sort of thing. So, yeah. Anyways. But yeah. At least, since it's been added recently, I have been getting a few more subscribers. So that is good. But at the same time, it's like, it's damage control at that point. So there's, not really, again, it's still something. And some people get mad at me. They're like, well, if the person did something, then why would you mention it? It's like, yeah, well, why did I mention the fact that a friend of mine stole my Xbox when he's going to have to give it back to me eventually? Because he still did it. If you don't want to be if you don't want someone to acknowledge the fact that you did something crappy, don't do something crappy. It's that simple. I don't screw over my friends. I don't screw over smaller YouTubers to get an advantage over them subscriber wise after they just lost their job. I don't do that because I'm not that kind of person. Hugh Jeffries, not quite. Although he still makes great videos. I still think he's a cool guy. I held no grudges against him as a person. I think that was a big mistake. I think that's something that he wasn't thinking straight on, and I think it's obviously something that is a problem. Like I said, I don't see how that was an accident. But at the same time, I still like him. I still watch his videos. He still seems like a cool guy, you know? And I got no issue with him, personally. Even though I went on that big long rant, like, that's just over the, because I've had people, make mistakes in the past. As long as he acknowledges that mistake, I'll be fine with it. And in a way, he kind of did. After all was said and done, he kind of did a sort of half-ass acknowledgement of it. But I guess that's good enough for me. Anyways, Javis Psych 1262 says, I hope you have a good night. Good night. Yes, have a good one. What video of yours was removed? None of my videos were removed. No, none of my videos were removed. Where did you get that from? I never said one of my videos were removed. Oh, Largemouth Bass says your video was removed. Okay, I thought you were talking about me. No, that's not good. Well, I guess I'll join everyone else. Which video was it? Anyways. And yeah, don't go after him or anything like Hugh Jeffries. Like, he's still a good dude. It's just, I just find it incredibly ridiculous how, you can... The thing with YouTube is that, especially when you're a larger YouTuber, you can do something when you're a larger YouTuber, you can do something crazy, and obviously much farther than where this went. But there are some YouTubers that they'll be straight up criminals, who are much larger than any of us. Millions of views, and it's because they have a large following, that means that they're going to have a large number of people who will defend them no matter what. Fanboys, essentially. Again, I'm not saying Hugh has that. I don't think he does. But that's the risk that you take whenever you collaborate with a bigger YouTuber. I know, I've been wanting to talk to Rich of Review Tech USA for a while. I haven't really bothered to reach out to him, but I would like to at some point, because I would like to be on the Exposed podcast, because that'd be really cool to talk to him about just a bunch of stuff. Obviously, vacuums he wouldn't care about, but the gaming, the tech, the stuff like that. So, with that thing, I know there's always going to be, with any YouTuber that has any large following, there's always going to be some people who will just defend them no matter what. And that can get kind of dangerous, because if people do crazy stuff, then, there's crazy people in the world. So if you have more people following you, then by definition, you have more crazy people. So, that's one thing that worries me as my channel grows, which it's growing at a pretty conservative rate. So I don't think that it's going to explode to the point where there's going to be a large amount of those undesirable people watching the show. So I don't think I'll have to worry about that too much as time goes on. I really hope that's the case. I really hope that the type of following that I get are people who are level-headed, who are good people, who just have nice hobbies, and who just find my videos entertaining or informative or educational, whatever the case may be. Or even just like the streams. Even if you just like the streams, you just like to hear me talk. I've had some people say that I have a good voice. I've heard some people say that I have an ASMR compatible voice. I've heard some people say that I have a radio-esque voice. I've heard some people, just, there's all sorts of things. Honest, for some reason, I've gotten a lot of compliments on my appearance in the stream too, from the clearly not so straight viewers, and that is fine too. So I don't know what it is, why I attract the followers that I do, but I'm not complaining, because the people that I generally bring to the channel are the type of people that, the type of people that you want to have a beer with. You'd want to, or a Mountain Dew or whatever your preferred beverage is. They're the kind of person that you'd be cool with hanging out with them. And, not saying you should for everyone because some people are crazy, but they're kind of chill, professional, relaxed people. And that is something that is really good. So, and that's something that I'm very proud of as far as what I've been able to accomplish in the past 5 years of being on this platform. Well, 2 months shy of 5 years. So, yeah, that's one thing. My birthday's exactly 2 months from now, so that's cool. And as far as, yeah, Rich seems like a very approachable and sensible guy. He got swatted recently. He did not deserve it, especially since he has a wife and son. Yeah, I agree. I think he has 2 kids now, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong on that. Um, but I did see the video of his swatting. Thankfully, his swatting went it was very smooth. Just an officer showed up saying, "Hey, what's going on here?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's just someone calling fakely." And that does worry me. That is one thing that I hope never happens. And, that would be really scary if that did happen to one of my streams. But the good news is that hopefully, and I hope me saying this doesn't encourage the not so desirable people, but hopefully I'm not the kind of person that you would want to do that to. Granted, I don't think Rich is either. I'm not saying that, but just saying, like, there are some people who will legitimately hate you no matter what you do, but if you do your best to be a nice person, then at the very least it makes it a lot harder for them to do it. So, from a moral perspective, again, there are some people that are just too far gone no matter what, but my point is there's no such thing as being too nice, and there's no such thing as being too professional or too considerate and likable of a person. And I'm not perfect in that regard, but I try to be the best that I can. And I think that that's at least something that I should acknowledge because I think I've been getting better at it. And anytime you have some level of personal growth, there's always a balance of congratulating yourself, yet also understanding that you have further to go and that you're not perfect. Because no one is. We're human beings. So again, I rant a whole lot about a bunch of stuff, and that's just kind of part of it, but hopefully some people find it interesting. And apparently, as of right now, it appears that 16 people apparently find it interesting. So that's really nice. Anyways, oh no, please don't tell me oh crap, someone died. Dang it, I hate it when people die. Suicide? What? That can't, no. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I've struggled with that in the past. I have, especially like 6 months ago. There was an old video I made about me getting evicted from my ex's house, and I think I've delisted it since then. But obviously that video I was very, very distraught. But I'm over it now. But of course at the time it was incredibly scary. So, and again, that's another person that is, well, that's easily the worst person that I've ever dealt with. Or one of the worst anyways. And yeah, so stay away from that person. And yeah. Anyways, let's get on to some more positive subjects, if we can. I know everyone's hurting right now because of this pandemic. Everyone's obviously going through a lot right now, and just know that I'm here for all you guys. Granted, I can't be everyone's therapist because eventually I'm gonna run out of uh, sort of resources too. Not resources, but like how if you talk to a bunch of your friends and they're all sad, and afterwards you feel really sad because you've kind of like transmitted their pain to yourself essentially. At least I'm an empath, which is like someone who's like violently empathetic, if that makes any sense. So I tend to do that a lot. I'll often have like 3 of my friends will go through something really bad all at once, and I'll counsel them one after the other, sometimes at the same time, and texting one and messaging the other 2, whatever the case may be. And afterwards I'll just feel drained, and it is what it is. But I still enjoy doing that because I still enjoy helping people. problem with YouTube is that YouTube is it's a very bad idea to air your dirty laundry out on YouTube, because there are people who will use it against you. They will use it as a weapon to basically uh, weaponize you and your audience, and that's something that you have to be really careful about. That's something that Rich talks about that a lot. Review Tech USA, how he used to talk about personal things, and that would get him into trouble because as he grew, there'd be more undesirable people who were using it as weapons against him to try to bring him down and make him sad, and potentially even try to scare him off the platform. And that's something that is obviously an issue. So, so you just got to be careful with that sort of stuff. The way I see it though is I'm generally fine with talking about something mildly personal if I believe that it helps someone else, because it's kind of like how what Boogie 2988 used to do. I don't know what he does much now, but he used to talk about like his abuse stories and stuff like that. And I really admire that content because it means that you have the courage to put that out there, and it shows that you're human, and it shows that you struggle with things. And I think the way that that helps people, because knowing that someone who is a much more not successful, but who has a bigger audience goes through human heartaches too, I think that's very valuable, and I think that's something that should not be shamed. But at the same time, as long as you understand that that comes with the territory, that there are people who will weaponize your pain, then as long as you're aware of that and you're able to handle the possible backlash, and you still don't get too personal with stuff, then I generally think it's okay to occasionally talk about something personal on a public forum. Like people do it on Reddit all the time, or like on Whisper. Obviously, Whisper is like a good example because it's mostly anonymous, but stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of like my thing about it. I don't like to be like, I'm feeling like crap and this is why, and feel bad for me. I don't like to do that. The only reason why I ever talk about something that affects me personally is whenever I believe that it can actually help someone else. Like, so I've kind of briefly-ish told the story of like issues I've had with friends and past relationships, because I think that that's valuable information that can help someone else. And if I had to go through all of that, then I want to at least use that as an opportunity to help someone else and educate them so they don't go into something, so they don't have to go through the same pain. So also Boppo is now in the chat. And on that note, let's switch to something more positive. So y'all remember seeing the iMac G3s in school when Apple had their education program? I don't, because I was born in 2000, so obviously I wasn't, well, I was born, well, yeah, so, cat's out of the bag on that one, but yeah, so, I was, I was basically too young to basically go through all that with the iMac G3s, plus I don't know if my school at the time would have even had the money to have them back when they were relevant. So yeah. Anyways, Boppo is here. So he says, Yee feeds, which is great. James Charles. Oh god, don't mention James Charles. I don't even know what happened to him. Apparently he did a bunch of crap with people, and he apparently was a bad person. I don't want to get into details. I think I know what he did, but let's not mention that. Let's keep the topic on something nice. You mean like the James Charles scandal? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that, and let's end on that note. I was born in 2004. Wow. Shit, I stepped in something personal. Boogie 298 takes it to another level. Nowadays, he often brings drama and grief to himself. Nonetheless, he's been through a lot and needs to seek professional help. See, this is something that I think, again, this is another thing that I agree with Rich on. Rich and I think, have a lot of kind of similar opinions on things. And not just political, but also in the case of like that, because Boogie 298, I like when he talks about that stuff. I think one of the things that pretty much every YouTuber agrees on is that Boogie 298 is often too personal about his weight loss journey, because he will put himself out there and say, this is my goal, and then when he inevitably, again, nothing against him personally, I've struggled with this before, when you set that high bar for yourself, you start to have a mindset of, I can't do this, I'm going to fail. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And when it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, that's when you have the trolls and you have the negative people on your channel, especially someone as big as Steve's channel, where they will attack you for not reaching your goal. They'll say you're a liar. They'll say you're a horrible person because you lied to your audience, that you're just doing it for the views. That's the kind of toxic behavior that can get through to someone when you air every single little thing. Do what Rich did, because Rich also used to struggle with that with his weight. Where, and again, I'm only mentioning it because he mentions it, so I'm not like revealing any personal information. Initially, he said, yeah, I'm going to try to do this like a few years ago, and now he just does it. He doesn't tell anyone. He just does his weight loss journey. And then I see comments where people are like, dude, you look great. Have you gotten thinner? And yeah, so like that's like the best way to do it is let someone else mention your progress, because also it's going to make you feel better because you're hearing from an unbiased source that you've actually made progress and that you should be proud of yourself. Anyways, on that note, 2 people said, can we talk about vacuums? Okay, let's talk about vacuums. So, I mean, what is there to talk about vacuums at this point? There are many different vacuums. There are blue ones, red ones, purple ones, black ones, white ones. Yes, sir. Yep. But yeah, so... Also, HPad gave me a code for the Switch, so I have 7 days of online. I think now it's only 6, but yeah. So I gotta play the Switch at some point. So, yeah. Actually, I believe I set this up to do Switch streams, right? I thought I did. Or did I? Trying to pull the controllers off the dock is hard to do when it's docked. Oh, almost dropped it. Or these should be fully charged because they were plugged into the Switch. Let's see, which input is this? Oh, oops. Oh, dang it, I had it right the first time. No? Oh no, it's on input 4. Okay, so it was correct. Alright. And put these on to the... I need to get a Switch Pro controller, but... yeah. Why is this... Wasn't this just working? I think this is the correct one. Because it has it plugged in... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay, they're both turned on. A, continue. Oh, okay. Now, how do I re-download? Wish list. Home. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Is game capture working? Yes, it's working. Yes, it is working. It is indeed working. Where's my ad? Alright, so then again, this might get copyright claimed if I show Nintendo footage. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Will I get copyright claimed? I hope not. Let's see. It wants an update? Fine. Well, that didn't work. Alrighty. My first ever vacuum was my first ever vacuum video was a Sean K vacuum destruction video. Alright, boys, I'm gonna head back here in about an hour. Remember the name Nirvana Grunge. Yes. How do you record your TV screen? I use an Elgato Game Capture HD. So I finally got this to work where my HDMI switch is running into my capture card. So now I have my 360, my Blu-ray player, well, obviously the Blu-ray player isn't a good idea to have to post videos of, but I have my 360, my Blu-ray player, my PS3, and my Switch hooked up to an HDMI switcher. And eventually I'm going to get, because a lot of new TVs don't only have HDMI, so I'm going to have to adapt everything to HDMI anyways. But that'll be a good way to set it up to where everything goes into my capture card, so no matter what I'm playing, I can record the footage off of it. So that's what I plan to do. So I'm going to get... Yeah, you'll be fine as long as you're talking, then it's fair use. I would say not, Chance. Nintendo are extremely copyright hungry. Yeah, that is true, so I'm not going to do that. But I will see if I can't play while I talk about stuff. So, ooh, this just vibrated. Anyways, is it recognizing both these? What? A start. There it goes. Okay, now they're both on. And I believe they're fully charged because they were sitting on the Switch. So I'm just going to play... actually, no. I'm going to go back. I'm going to play NES. Because I want to see what NES looks like in HD. Especially because you can't... I believe this is only a Switch Online thing. I believe once your membership expires, you can't use the old... You can't use the NES or SNES online. Dang, it looks cool. One player. Oh, this is cool. Okay, where's Super Mario Brothers? Wrecking Crew, Clue Land, Volleyball. This interface is really cool. They have the Lost Levels? Yes. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And it's an HD. Oh, that looks so cool. Dang it. I can't record this. Okay, I haven't been in here for a while. When did you get a Switch? Boppo gave it to me. Yeah, from what I heard, the worst Nintendo did was copyright strike Pokemon Z moves back in Gen 7. Oh. I just sold a Nintendo 64. Cool. Do you have any iMacs? I do not. I don't have any Macs right now. Make sure it's transformative. A couple months ago when I did, he started playing it more recently. Yes. I started playing it more now. Because I'll be honest, even though I had an Eevee, I wasn't really playing it a whole lot. I think I played it maybe like 4 times. But, let's see. How do I... Oh, here we go. The plus is start, and the minus is select. Start. Ooh, okay. Wow. Oh, man. This is so cool. Oh, and it's original too. I can't go back because it's not. I'm so used to the SNES version. You know, the Lost Levels. You know, from All Stars, Super Mario All Stars. The lag is still kind of there though. My TV lags a lot. I need to get a new TV at some point. And oh, I just got hit by a Koopa. This is really... I'm not used to this with the Switch controller because the buttons are so tiny. Can I remap the buttons? Because the buttons are horrible. I have to like angle... I have to angle my finger like this to do B and then A. Which is not ideal. This looks weird, doesn't it? But you can see it is working. Oh, dang it, that didn't work. That didn't work. Let's see. I have a Big Mac. Ha ha ha. I want a Big Mac. Oh, crap. Okay. That's not gonna work. I dropped my Switch when I got off the bus and the LCD was totaled. Oh no, that's not good. We could still fix it though. I would imagine you could still find parts for the Switch. I'm assuming it's a Gen 1 Switch, not a Gen 2 or a Lite. I feel like I'm going to break the controller trying to play it like this. Let's see. ZL and ZR. Oh. Can I not... Can I not remap the controls? Oh, that's not good. That's... So they just did it to... Oh. I died again. Yeah, when I saw the Pro Controller that I currently have back in the shop, I was like, that. Yeah, didn't you buy the one that we had at the shop? Like, the only one that we had? I'm pretty sure you did. Let's see. We heard this is where the party is. You would be right. I don't have an N64, but I do have some N64 games on my ThinkPad with Project 64. Hey, ThinkPads are the way to go. My ThinkPad has a bad spot on the LCD because the sellers sold me a bad screen. And I sent them a message and they haven't responded yet. Probably because I'm outside of 30 days. So they probably are not going to want to help me at all, even though they sold me a broken piece of garbage. Yeah. Let's see. It was a Smash Brothers limited edition Switch. Oh yeah, I want the Pokemon and Eevee Switch. The Animal Crossing one looks nice, but it's a little bit too kind of... I mean, it looks pretty, but it's, you know, it wouldn't really look right on my shelf with all my other systems. There are many online vacuum clubs you can join. I have not yet, but I am a member of the original Vacuum Cleaner Collectors Club. The yearly conventions are a blast. Haven't you, like, copied and pasted that exact same phrase before? I thought you did. I don't know. Why does it have this little loop right here? Is that to, like, put it on your lanyard? You can, like, wear it around your neck, your Switch controller? It's surprisingly comfortable with the Joy-Cons, but it feels weird. It doesn't feel like a normal controller. But it's fine. Don't they make NES style? I know they make GameCube style controllers for the Switch. But that'd probably be even worse because you got the giant A button and then you got... If you can map it to like extra Z, it's where you could do that on the GameCube controller. It'd probably be fine. But I don't think you can. I'm going to continue. Why can't I... I'm pressing A. Why? Oh, I have to press start. Okay. There we go. What? The shells don't take out the flowers? But they did in the original Mario, but not in Mario 2. In the Japanese Mario 2, which is the Lost Levels. That's odd. Anyways, I'm going to mute this so there's no sound. And game capture. There we go. Can I... Let's see. Let me add... Video capture device. Add existing... Oh, that's not it. No, let me delete that. Add video capture device 2. There we go. And let's make this... Whoa, there's 2 of these. Okay, let's delete this one. And there we go. See, that works. This might get copyright claimed. Come on. There we go. All right. Boop. 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 And he's gonna be stuck on that block, isn't he? Yep. Yepperty doo-dah. Nope, nothing important up there. Oh crap. There we go. That's what you do, because that's a death one. Do 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 do. Oh, there we go. Okay. That worked out. Oh, that did not. Alrighty. As Adam Koralik has stated, I despise using the Wii for most games, especially Brawl. I like Adam Koralik. He's a cool dude. He's another guy where he's kind of cause I asked him to do like a room tour of his set because I love setup tours where people show their gaming setups, and he was kind of like, no, I won't do that. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, if I do it, it'll probably be the last video I ever do. And I'm like, and I'm kind of thinking, I didn't say this, but I'm kind of thinking, like, why? People love setup tours. I mean, what little bits I've seen, they're kind of like all over the place. So maybe maybe it's just disorganized and he doesn't want to show it, which I understand. But yeah, when I got my Dyson DC-01 in the post, it was smashed and bits of plastic were everywhere. Oh, that's not good. The GameCube controllers were meant to please Super Smash Bros. Brawl fans. I used to have a GameCube back in the day, but I don't think I'd go back to that controller. The original original GameCube controller is the most comfortable controller ever designed. Change my mind. The way I'm going to change your mind is this. Because this is the most comfortable controller that's ever been made. The GameCube is close. The GameCube is on the list of the nicest controllers. And both the GameCube and the 360 controller have the same problem, which is horrible D-pads. However, if you're talking about one of these 360 controllers with the transforming D-pad, this D-pad is miles better than the GameCube's D-pad because at least it's the correct size. At least it's the size of a human being's thumb and not an ant's. So yes, the 360 controller is the most comfortable controller that's ever been made. It is my favorite controller of all time. And with the transforming D-pad, it's at least okay. It's not good. It's not a good D-pad, but it's acceptable. The GameCube's D-pad is not acceptable. Also, the C-stick is horrible. Whereas on the 360, especially with the newer style controllers, with the newer style, like almost Xbox One style joysticks, this is so much better. The second, well, I guess third gen 360 controllers with the newer style thumbsticks and the transforming D-pad, this is the best controller that you can get for a game system. As a whole, it's the best one. Here's the thing. I like the original Xbox controller. I don't like the PlayStation controllers. I don't have any right here because they're all in my drawer full of controllers, but the PS3 controller, the PS2 controller, the PS1 controller, I don't like them at all. They're not comfortable. They dig into my hand after a while of playing them. They feel too cramped. They just don't feel comfortable. Honestly, the PS2 controller is my least favorite controller of the 6th generation. My favorite being the Xbox, my second favorite being the GameCube, and my third favorite being the Dreamcast. Actually, maybe the Dreamcast controller is worse than the PS2 controller, but it's very, very close. They're all not great. Here's the thing, and when I say the Xbox controller, I mean both versions. Even the Duke, I like the Duke controller. It's very let me just go grab some controllers. And I have a ton of 360 controllers, but here, so I'll grab like a few different types. Forgive me for one sec, this is taking a bit because I'm trying to grab a bunch of different controllers all at once. So I grabbed a bunch of controllers. What are your thoughts on that? I love the PS4 controller. See, the PS3 controller and all the other same design PS controllers are awful. However, and I prefer every Xbox controller to all those PlayStation controllers. However, with the 8th generation, it completely flipped. I don't have a PS4 controller right now, but I do have an Xbox One controller around here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. But I have an Xbox One controller around here somewhere. And here's the thing. I do like the Xbox One controller, but I prefer the PlayStation 4 controller because the PlayStation 4 controller is fantastic. And also, I prefer the 360 controller to the Xbox One controller. I do prefer the Xbox One controller over both, well, definitely over the S controller. This is the Xbox S controller. So, I prefer the Xbox One controller over this one. And where is my Xbox One controller? I know it's somewhere. Oh, here it is. So here's my Xbox One controller. So the Xbox One controller is, and I had two of these. I had one that matched my white Xbox One S, but that one broke. The joystick like completely got trashed on it. But the Xbox One controller, it is nicer than especially the second gen Xbox One controller. The original Xbox One controller, the one that didn't have the headphone jack, and it had the bumpers that didn't actually click. It was like the bumpers that you had to like roll your knuckle on to get it to do anything. Like it literally just felt like a 360 controller that had broken bumpers on it. But the second gen Xbox One controller and the Series X and all that, the One S, is a great controller. They actually did fix it, just like with the 360 controller, how they fixed the D-pad. And just like the Xbox One, the original Xbox, I still do that to this day. The original Xbox controller. Granted, here's the look at this honking thing. Look at this. It's the size of an aircraft carrier. However, I like it. It's really comfortable. I have pretty decent sized hands. It fits very snugly into my hands. And I can use it. The A button just got stuck. Okay, now it's good. So the A button just got stuck on that. These black and white buttons are really stupid. Those should have been bumpers. But this is a comfortable controller. Like, it feels nice. Granted, the Xbox One controller is better. But I actually... keeps getting caught on stuff. I actually prefer the original controller to the S controller. Honestly, like, the S controller is good. It's a good controller. It's better than the PlayStation 2, 1, 3 controllers. Like, this is the PS3 controller. It's a DualShock 3, although it's not branded as a... Of course, the PlayStation 3 controller also had several different versions. It had the 6-axis and it had the DualShock 3. The PS2 controller also had a version that didn't have rumble, as did the PS1. The PS1, the dual analog controller that didn't have rumble was actually had longer grips and it had concave thumbsticks. That actually looks pretty comfortable because my biggest problem with this controller is the grips are way too small. They fixed that on the PS4. So this is, like, again, I feel so cramped holding this. It doesn't feel comfortable. There's no comfortable way for me to hold this. It just feels awkward to me. I don't know why it does. And these triggers are just... they're okay, but they're not great. They do not hold a candle at all to the 360 controller. You guys remember when the PS3 was like about to come out and it had that boomerang looking controller? Wasn't that awful? None of us ever got to hold it, but that looked pretty bad. And I did make a video on the new PS5 controller. It looks pretty good. I think it's going to be a really good controller. I think it'll probably be better than the Series X controller. But then again, the original Xbox One controller I didn't like as much as I liked the PS4 controller. So yeah, as far as my top favorite controllers, the contenders are 360 controller, PS4 controller, Xbox One controller, GameCube controller. What else? A Super Nintendo controller. Obviously, PS2, PS3, they're all the same thing. Just the DualShock, basically. Let's see. Anyways, I missed a bunch of I missed a bunch of comments. Let's see. I agree that seems silly. Metal Jesus Rocks, Classic Game Room, and Angry Video Game Nerd have done a room tour. Why can't he do one? Hey, I mean, it's his channel. He can do what he wants. You know, like, it's his prerogative. I just thought that was kind of weird how it's like, he was kind of like, no, I will never, like, it'll be my last, he was like really dramatic with it. It'll be the last video I ever do. Why? Or is he saying that he won't do it until he moves? I don't know. Or, I don't know. And hey, that's up to him. Maybe there's just some personal reason that he doesn't want to do some sort of room tour. Maybe he's worried about someone figuring out where he lives, because that is a possibility. I respect that. It is what it is, especially in Chicago. There's a lot of crime that happens in Chicago. I mean, in theory, I could probably go visit him. Not that he would ever want me there, but because he's in Illinois, just like I am. So let's see. You know, it'll be like a 3-hour drive, but still. It's always funny. It's like, are you from Chicago? It's like, kinda, but not really. I mean, my house is 3 hours away from Chicago. But that's weird. Wii controller. Oh, the Wii controller's fine. I hated the N64 controller. GameCube controller design from a different era. I agree that the D-pad and C-stick are awful, especially for dual analog stick games. The Xbox 360 controller is definitely second for me. I like the PS4 controller and my Xbox One controller. I wish Daddy Frank did a room tour. Cry. I cry. I don't know who that is. Did you just say you hate PlayStation controllers? I am not amused. Did I say I hate them? I thought I said I didn't like them as much. Did I actually say I hate them? I probably did. I mean, I don't even want to play my PS3 that often because the controller is just not great. It's fine. I also have a blue one. A blue controller, but it's okay. It's just not. It's still the type of controller where I have to figure out where I'm pressing. And the way I see it is, a good controller is good when you're focused on your game and you're not even really thinking about the controller. If you have to think about the controller that you're holding to do an action that you're trying to do, then either the controls of the game are screwed up or it's a bad controller. The only controller that I've never had to look down to check something and it's just a natural fit is the 360 controller, and to a slightly lesser extent the PS4 controller. I had a blue PS4 controller. I have no idea what happened to it. One that basically matched this one. I believe it got stolen, probably. That or I just traded it in somewhere and I forgot about it. But yeah, I love PlayStation, but I do agree that the original controller design was outdated the moment it was conceived. Yeah, I mean, think about it. The blueprint of the PlayStation 3 controller, a system that came out 15 years ago. So it's still a kind of-ish modern system. It's about to be 2 generations old, but you get the point. The blueprint of this controller is still a Super Nintendo controller. And granted, the Super Nintendo is a good controller, but when you just add a bunch of crap onto it that wasn't designed to be there initially, it's not really well thought out, in my opinion. Because again, the normal PlayStation controller, not the DualShock, but the normal PlayStation controller, I might have one, but I don't feel like digging it out, without the analog sticks, is really nice. It's really comfortable, but I can't use it because the majority of the PS1 games that I have require a DualShock, so I have to use this controller design, which isn't good in my opinion. It's just not comfortable. Anyways, I'm a fan of the Xbox One S controller. Yeah, I am too. I love my Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast is really nice. I still have my Dreamcast. It's the only Sega console I currently own. While I did get rid of my Genesis, I did not get rid of my Dreamcast because trying to find a Dreamcast is awful nowadays. So I'm glad I still have my Dreamcast, even though I don't have a lot of games for it, and I only have one controller. But and I don't have a Genesis, but I do have a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo. I would like to check out one of the there's a couple clone consoles now that actually have HDMI, like the Super Retro Trio Plus. I would love to check that out at some point and do a review on it because it would be nice to be able to play my old school games in HDMI. So that would be really, really nice. So, yeah. A person who gets cheap and bad Famiclones from their family over Christmas. Controllers are controllers. Yeah. Boppo, anyone who says controllers are controllers do not deserve to call themselves a gamer. Maybe they're just not a picky person. Maybe they just don't care. You ever owned a Sega Saturn? I have not owned a Saturn yet. I came very close to owning both a Saturn and a Master System, but I wasn't able to get either of those. So I have owned a Dreamcast and I've owned a Genesis. I also haven't owned a Sega CD or 32X. But I've owned every Nintendo system except for the Wii U. And although I have used a Wii U a couple times, I would like to get a Wii U at some point. But I've owned every other Nintendo system other than the Wii U. And I've owned every Xbox, I've owned every PlayStation. So, I have a Nintendo Switch Gray and I lost it in my room and I haven't played it since late 2018. I haven't updated it since. Check the Switch because it might still be moddable. If it's a first-gen Switch, I believe some of those go for a little bit. Of course, all Switches now go for an overinflated price because stupid scalpers, but, you know. I hate that guy. Which guy do you hate? Oh, Filthy Frank? Oh yeah, promotes equal discrimination is 100% sarcastic. See, I don't like Filthy Frank too much because he's just a bit too much for me. However, Brandon Rogers is honestly, I have a crush on Brandon Rogers. Brandon Rogers is fantastic. He is just, because he knows how to write good stuff. He's clever. He knows how to write skits. He puts a lot of work into them. There's great production value. I think he landed a couple different shows on a few different networks. Like, of course, he did Magic Funhouse. Brandon Rogers does great stuff. And he blew up overnight. Well, I mean, because he's been on the platform since 2006 or whatever. But he, at some point recently, he blew up overnight, and he deserves every bit of it because he does great stuff. But yeah. Have you had the Nintendo 64? I have. Good night, everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy. Yes, you too, Darth Gamer. Also, Darth Gamer, stay here for a sec because I'm going to get my Discord invite for all of you. Give me 1 sec. Darth Gamer, you still here? Let me grab my Discord. Tech Doyle YT, you are look cute. Try again. Holy shit, I love Brendan Rogers videos. Yes, Brendan Rogers is great. Invite members. Invite copied. YouTube, Darth Gamer. Yes, stay there for 1 sec because I'm going to put a Discord invite. I have an orange N64. Ooh, I really want that orange one. They're so hard to find now. But I'm already in your Discord. Well, yeah, you are, but not everyone in the server is, dude. I have to watch an ad on my own video. Wow. Here we go. There we go. And, yes, it's great condition, but it's ugly. Why is it ugly? I love... If you don't like the orange one, give it to me and I'll send you a black one. You invited me before, but at the time I lost my Discord account. Oh, shit, I forgot about that. We'll make a new Discord. Just make a new one. That's what I did. I lost my Discord account a while ago because my two-factor authentication info wasn't up, so I had to make another Discord. So there is other Intelitech Studios server out there somewhere that is completely abandoned because I don't have any way to log back into it. But, yeah. I'm assuming inactive servers get pulled from Discord at some point. And it's been dormant for like 3 years now. Have you heard of Polarsaurus Rex? No, I have not. Are you still friends with Graham? No, I haven't talked to him in years. I'm still kind of friends with Wyatt. I've talked to him like occasionally, but everyone else is from that series is long gone. Ghost I still talk to because he's a really good friend of mine, so I still talk to him occasionally, but everyone else for the most part not really. See, that video with Jake where he smashed the GameCube and he left, He actually like left. I did not see him ever again after that. So that part was real. When he ran off on his bike, like he actually for real left. I never saw him again. It was the weirdest thing. And I was like, okay, well, I guess it was genuine then. So that was legit. Like it was supposed to be a skit, but he just completely ran away on his bike and just I never saw him again. So that was weird. Of course, again, I was like, what, 15 at the time, 16. Um, why does a link say Tracy M? Because that's my Discord name. So you know how I gave Will my Power Force bag list? What, did he break it or something? Anytime it says, do you know how I did blank, usually that means the person did something stupid. It has a black cover on the bottom. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because it has the expansion port cover and then has the cover for the Rumble pack, or for the Jump pack and the expansion pack. Have you had an ice blue? The only N64s I've ever had were just the normal black ones. I've never had a special edition. At the place I used to work, we did have like a jungle green one. We had a couple of them actually. But they're so much more expensive than black ones. There's not really a point. I can get two black ones almost for the price of a green one. So it just doesn't really make sense. Have you not talked to the guy who wasn't working on the project and you smashed the laptop? Dude, that was a fake. I don't know why people keep watching that and thinking, oh, why did this happen? It's a fake video, dude. The acting is garbage. Like, you can tell it's not real, obviously. He smashed it just because he got mad that he broke his grandparents' Power Force, sold the 3525, hates all Bissells now and only buys Kirby's. So he smashed your vacuum? Do you have like proof that it was yours? Because you could go to the police for that because he destroyed your property. Especially if he has it on video. It's like, if he has it on video, then yeah. Probably should tell him to get you another one, otherwise you're gonna, well, then again, that's kind of like blackmail. Whatever. That's really stupid. I found my old Nokia 3100 limited edition. Oh, that's cool. The oldest phone I have in my drawer right now is the Razr. So I've got, of course, my Surface is on top. So I still got my Surface, which is the only tablet I own right now. It's pretty much just a Netflix machine at this point because nothing else works on it. It's still running Windows 8.1. The App Store for Windows 8.1 is useless. So it's a Netflix machine right now. Does it even have any power? I'm pretty sure it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. It's been sitting there for a little bit. Alrighty, well that didn't work. Technically it wasn't mine anymore, but it was still a gift, so it was mad. Oh, well next time just give it to me instead, because I'm never gonna break I'm not gonna break a vacuum. Well then again, shipping. Never mind. I need to stop joking about that because then people actually send me stuff. And I'm like, no, don't. It was a joke. Because I traded him my Power Force bagless for the Power Force Turbo he found. Well, you do have that Turbo, right? So at least like you got your end of the deal. So it's just, so as long as it was his, and yeah, it's still annoying because it's like I gave that to you just for you to smash it, but at that point it is his property, so he can do what he wants with it. I love the way this closes, the stand on this. The kind of click that it does. Have you had an IBM ThinkPad? I have had several of them. There were some that I resold. I got a bunch of them off of one guy. And I was going to get a bunch more. But then he just moved one day without telling me. And I tried to go over there and he wasn't there. I'm like, hey, I wanted to get the rest of that stuff. And he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't hear from you in like a week. So I moved. I assumed you got everything you wanted. I'm like, I told you that I did. But then again, he was he was literally giving me. He was literally just like giving me free ThinkPads, so I can't really complain. But the thing that's annoying is that he chucked them. So it's like, why wouldn't you just said, "Hey man, if you don't take these, I'm gonna throw them in the trash"? Because then I would have made sure to get all of them. Because then it's just like, why? See, I have no problem if you were gonna like give me something, you give it to someone else so they can use it. That's fine. But if you throw it away, like that's really insulting to me. Because at that point you're saying, no, I would rather have it be wasted than not have it go to someone who could use it, right? Whereas if we give it to someone else, it's like if they use it, then great, yeah. Like I don't need it, so yeah, I give it to someone who can use it. But yeah, let's see. I feel like I'm the worst culprit for sending you stuff, LMAO. I even sent you $20 during this stream. Yeah, exactly. I'm totally not talking about you and how you constantly give me things. Anyways, so what's the name of the video where Jay ran off with his dirt bike? It was Crazy Jake Crazy Jake hammers GameCube, I think it was. It was called, yeah, Crazy Jake Breaks. I'm probably going to delete all those old videos. But yeah. What's the name of the video? Yeah, so I have an IBM ThinkPad X30. Oh, that's cool. I have a ThinkPad T500. I'm gonna buy a T440S off of a friend of mine who lives in Canada. And get a new screen for it. But yeah. I just love that sound. That's really cool. I really like the Surface. I just wish that stuff still worked on it. If it was a Surface Pro, it wouldn't be a problem because I could put Windows 10 on it, or even Windows 8 could run all the apps, all the desktop apps, not the modern UI apps. But it's an RT, so I need to get a Surface Pro. This thing does not have very good standby battery life. Like, I can fully charge it, stick it in a drawer, and pull it out, and it's going to be dead, unless I just forgot to charge it. Anyways, the whole point that I pulled this out was to show my Motorola Razr, and it's not even in this drawer that I pulled it out of. Well, that was a waste. It was in this drawer. So this is my Razr. So this is the Motorola Razr. Braden D says hello. Hello, Braden. How are you? I hope you're doing wonderfully. PV68 Man says thank you. How are you on this wonderful day, Braden? Hey, it's Braden. It has a password because I got it from the Dunk and it runs Ubuntu. I'm downloading the videos now. Downloading what videos? I got banned from Club Penguin Rewritten for saying ugly. Aww. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. My phone company tier list. Hello? Yes. Yes, this is the original Motorola Razr. Not the new flip, not the new one. Hello. This is so light too. Compare it to the Note 9. It's crazy. Hi everyone, I'm great. Wonderful. Anyways. Everything Samsung Pro sent a $2 super chat and says, I joined your Discord. Well, thank you. Also, thank you for the super chat. You did not have to do that. Let's see. Bissell is the best. OMG, my parents had 2 of those of the same color back in 2011. Yes, that's a silver one. You need to join the speedrunning group for getting banned from Club Penguin. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Be sure to check out the rules channel and enjoy your stay. If you have any questions, feel free to at me. Feel free to summon me. Alright, let's see. My dad broke his by getting mad, and when he went to pick it up, he pressed down on the rear screen too hard and broke it. The rest of it worked fine. Well, the reason I played it was for nostalgia. I like split screen view on Samsung, so I am on YouTube and Discord. Wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. That is very wonderful. You know what is not wonderful? My hair, because it is not cooperating. Anyways, why does my nose keep itching? I'm unsure as to why. It's that corona making your nose itch. Anyways. So... the only reason I played it was for nostalgia. Yes. By the way, I will likely wrap up the stream at either 10:30 or 11. One of those two times. So, anyways, yes, thank you for joining the Discord. That is fantastic. Is that the new Razor? No, I don't think none of us have the new Razor. Do 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 do. I think the featherweight stick vac is the quietest pistol ever. Then we got in a bad rollover crash in 2011, and it still worked after getting thrown out of the car into the grass. Wow. Then again, it was the grass. I saw a video where someone's Galaxy S5 got yanked out of a window of a plane, and it survived about a 10,000 foot drop. Granted, again, it landed in someone's yard, so it landed on the grass, but still, so it was a soft landing, but it was still a huge amount of force when it hit the ground, and it still worked. I think the featherweight also it wasn't in a case. I don't think. I believe it was just by itself, so it didn't have a case on it or anything. I want the turbo 3-in-1 vac with brush roll Bissell. Hell, I'm not paying so much for a phone. You kidding me? Yeah, I don't blame you. I think the featherweight stick vac is the quietest Bissell ever. Yeah, something like that. Obviously, the stick vacs are going to be more quiet because they're not as powerful. Which, that makes sense. But, yeah, so that's pretty fancy. No 2020 Motorola Razr for me. Why not? It's such a good phone. I want the Galaxy Fold. I still want the Galaxy Fold. Even though the Z Flip is out now. Crazy Jake Shatters GameCube. Yes, that is correct. I have the Bissell 3-in-1 Turbo. You should get it. It's a really good stick vac. Well, I already have the non-turbo variant, so I don't really know if I need the turbo. I really want to get a cordless one. whether it's a Dyson or a Bissell. Um, it's on sale. Yeah, I know it's for $30 at Walmart. I go to Walmart all the time, so I see it there. But if I'm gonna buy another stick vac because I have uh, the non-turbo version, if I'm gonna buy another, if I'm gonna buy another stick vac, I want to buy a cordless one. There's a couple of companies that have reached out to me to like sponsor cordless, cordless vacs, but none of them have followed through. I said like, yeah, I want to check it out, and then they just stopped responding to my emails, and I'm like, I want to check it out though. It might be really cool. There was one. It was called like the Blitzit. It was like a red and black one that the company reached out to me for, and it looks really nice. It looks like a pretty decent like Dyson knockoff, but it I'd like to check it out, but I don't have the money to get it at the moment. And the company that reached out to me for it, they haven't responded to my to the emails, which is really bizarre. And I'm like, and even to this day, I'm still 100% open to doing a video on them and then sponsoring it, or not even necessarily sponsoring it, but if they just want me to check one out, I'm cool with that. I would love to, but they just haven't responded, so I don't know what to do. Every single sponsor that's ever uh, approached me or that I've tried to get a hold of has just not responded. I don't know if it's because I'm not a big enough channel for them to consider it to be worth it, or what, but I'm assuming that's probably it. But either way, that's why you've seen, because like I want to do sponsored content. I have no issue with sponsored content as long as you disclose that it's sponsored. But they've just never, no company has ever responded to a sponsorship. So yeah, if any company wants to actually follow through whenever I respond to the emails and be the first official sponsor of the channel, then yeah, send me an email. My business email is in the about section of my channel. So yeah, and I have some people like they'll use it. Like it's really annoying whenever someone will just email me and be like, "Hey, can you give me free tech support?" And I'm like, "No." Like I'm busy. Maybe that was kind of mean the way I said that. Usually I'll help people if they like send me an email or something, but it's like they'll get mad at me for not responding to them, and I'm like, I have stuff to do. And like, yeah, it's like there's a reason why I usually charge to fix people's computers, because you're asking me to do work for free, because, and that's the thing, because it's like a lot of times it's after they watch a video, and I'm like, so I just gave you a tutorial on how to do something for free, and now you're wanting me to personally put aside my time to help you when you didn't watch the video. It's like with the Xbox video, they'll be like, I got this error code, help me with it. And I'm like, did you watch the video? In the video I said, you literally just punch the code into Google and it tells you what to do. Like, I literally did everything and now you're like, no, help me personally right now. And I'm like, no. I don't say no because I want to be nice, but I say I explained it in the video. But yeah, check out my channel, chat, just unboxed a new vacuum. Yes, Trace hello. So just call the company themselves and tell customer service you'd be willing to do a review of their products on YouTube, and they might let you do one. See, I wanted to like, because with phones, I know there's a lot of companies that will sponsor phone reviews, like Samsung and stuff like that. They'll send people phones and have them do reviews. I don't want to call the company and beg for them to give me something. Like I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person who's like, do you know who I am? Send me a thing. And I'm like, no. I'd ideally like to buy it myself if possible, so I can give an honest review. That's why I'd prefer to do something like Patreon, or just to utilize the super chat money, because then I can just buy something legitimately and then do a review on it, and it's my honest opinion because I paid my own money for it. Right? So at least that's kind of my sort of thought about it. But like I said, I still enjoy doing sponsored content. Do you have an LG G4? No, I've never had an LG G4. Why is this not working? Bissell offered to send me a PHE for a Power Force Helix for free if I review it on YouTube and ship it back, but due to being unable to ship, I can't do so yet. How did you get a hold of them? Because I can ship things, so I would love if I could review the power lifter. And obviously, like, with me refurbishing, like, when I send it back to him, it would be in brand new condition, you know. So like, I wouldn't like trash it or nothing. I'd be able to send it back and they'd be able to just, sell it again immediately. Oh crap. Roombas and all of the Roback vacuums are junk in my opinion. Has about the same power as a stick vac, yet it's like $300. Plus, I'm not lazy and I'd rather do it myself. I agree. I don't like the robotic vacuums, but I would like cordless ones. You know. Let's see. Say hi if you can see my text. Yeah, I can see your text. Would you ever want to get a Roomba? No, I would not want to get a Roomba. If someone gave it to me, I'd probably review it and then immediately sell it because I have no interest in Roombas. So just call the company themselves and tell customer service that you'd be willing to do a review of their products on YouTube and they might let you do one. Well, is that what you did? How did you get a hold of them? I was interested, so I called and explained that I'm a YouTuber that does vacuum reviews. I guess I could do that. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt. Like, worst thing you do is like, no, F off. I already bought a Power Force Helix. I don't even think, can I return? I don't even think I can return it at this point. Dang. Probably should have returned it. Because I don't really need it. But it's kind of too late now. See, I wanted to return the power groom because the brush roll's bad on it, or it's buzzing, but I can't get a hold of Bissell because their customer service lines are clogged up like crazy, and Big Lots won't let me return it because of COVID. Granted, Big Lots has said, hey, whenever we get it back and whenever this thing's over, you can bring it back, but will they still have the power groom by then? They might not. And if they don't, then I'll keep it, and just buy a new brush roll. But, me who has a Roomba, oof. Well, yeah, but Bappo, you're not a vacuum collector. So for normal people who don't enjoy vacuuming, it makes a ton of sense. So, let's see. I like Samsung's new website. Yeah, it's alright. Let's see. No, they're not. I'm literally just, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm just gonna like just sit here and just play Mario 2 for like the rest of the night. Or until its controller dies, whichever comes first. I don't know. How good's the battery life on Switch? Why am I asking? I should just test it myself. I'll do a Nintendo Switch review. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. Oh, never mind, I got it. Except I missed out on that. Oops. Let's see. I hate robot vacuums. Interesting. I don't hate them, I just never used them. I have no interest in them. But I don't necessarily hate them, they're just not, I'm just not the target market for it. You know? I died. I spent 30 minutes on hold trying to talk to them to see if they could help give some tips on to get an attachment off my old Pro Heat because it's stuck on. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, everything's backed up right now. Come on. Come on. Get the stupid... There we go. Mushroom. Oh crap. The moment the invincibility runs out, I get hit by a Goomba. Super Mario 2 is pretty hard. Oh! Let's see. Okay, I'm back. I prefer to vacuum manually. Yes. The manual sucked. Let's see. I hate Roombas so much mapping out my house. I'm still here. Yes, you are. Battery life on the controllers are pretty good, but when on the Switch, they are constantly pulling power, so Switch battery life goes quick. Main reason why I got that massive battery on my Switch. Oh, that makes sense. At least Bissell has lovely hold music because I had it stuck in my head by the time they finally got to me. Yeah, Samsung's hold music is crap. Because I sent both of my Note 7s for return in September. September. And I've received nothing. The last I heard was 2 weeks ago, where every single time I call, they say, "Oh, we're going to escalate it." I'm like, "You said that the last 7 times." And I remain calm and everything. And I'm like, bro, please don't tell me that Samsung lost $2,000 cell phones. Please don't tell me that happened. Please don't tell me that you seriously did that. Because they're like, yeah, the devices were approved, but for the checks to go out, we need to escalate this case. And I'm like, you've said that every single time. The last time I called them was about 2 weeks ago, and the person said, I will personally send you an email in a couple days whenever we get an update on this. And I said, thank you. And it's been a week. It's been like a week since then. Actually, it wasn't 2 weeks. It was like a week ago. It's been more than a few days. It was certainly last week, so about a week ago. Actually, I believe it was Monday last week, so it was a week ago. Which is unacceptable. It's just so irritating. Because it's like, come on, guys. I sent these back long before this virus happened. In September. I initially started the recall process in July, but they kept not sending the boxes. I still have a Note 7 I have to return. Actually, I have like 2 or 3 of them. Outside of the 2 that are currently working that I have. So I have like 5 of them, and I'm trying to send back 3 of them. I'm not going to send them back because I haven't even gotten the one for the other 2 yet, so I'm not going to let them lose more phones. But it's really irritating. And they're like, yeah, but it's been slow because nobody's sending their devices back. I'm like, yeah, that's why it should go quicker for me. I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if no one's returning their phones now, then it should be easy for me to get this approved. Because normally they refund about $850 to $900 a piece. So there's like anywhere from like $1,600 to like $1,800 that I'm losing out on because of them taking so long. And if they don't ever do this, normally sometimes they'll offer trade-ins. Maybe they'll trade one for an S20. But yeah, Roombas can't clean for crap. Same here. I can't wait to get parts for my Bissell Power Brush Pet Carpet Cleaner because my belt got stretched out. Hey, big guy, what it do? Am I big? I was looking at my gut, not anything else. Let's see, they're all working from home, I bet. So you know how that goes, yeah. Overpriced stick vacuums that bump themselves into furniture, fall downstairs, and run over Lucky's bathroom location. That is why I love LG. The customer service is amazing. They sent my special software to update my phone because I've had terrible luck with LGs, although I've never contacted their customer service. Although I do have my V20, but it has a dead charge port on it, so I can't really use it until I get a battery and an external battery charger. So for now, it's just a brick, because it will not charge worth a shit. And I can't even sell it as is because I'm logged into it, because it let me sign in and set up the phone, and then it died. But yeah, so that's frustrating. Nirvana Grunge is back. That's pretty cool. Do 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 do. Speaking of vacuums, I have super long curly hair. What can I do? My Dyson brush gets clogged every time we run it. Get a haircut? I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you other than either get a new vacuum or get a new hair. Because it seems like that combination isn't really working well for you unless you're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. Buy a Bissell Pet Hair Eraser with a non-tangle brush roll. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Or the Shark Duo M, but I would prefer the Bissell. because then you don't have all the issues that you get with sharks. Shave your head, yeah. I mean that would, I mean they're not wrong. That would solve the problem. It just may create another problem. Do you play any instruments? Yes, I play drums. I play guitar. I can play the euphonium, also known as the baritone, but it's like a slightly different version of a baritone. It's like a baritone in a tube. I had a baby, but yeah, I can play a euphonium, a normal baritone, a trumpet. Trumpet I'm not as good at as I used to because I got used to the baritone. Um, but yeah, I can play a few different instruments. I can also sing, so I'm a throat player. That sounds gross. Um, but yeah, so I can sing and do stuff like that. I need to give myself pride again, take time to mend my feelings. Cause they never change, they always stay the same. Oof, I used to play the drums and that's it. Yes. I can't play guitar very well, but I can play it, and I can play drums pretty well, I can sing pretty well, according to other people, and I can play the baritone pretty well. So I guess technically I can play three instruments good, and four I can attempt. Bass I'm actually pretty good at because of my large fingers, but I don't know technically know how to play it. But if I play like Guitar Hero or something where you rig up an actual bass, like I went to my cousin's house a while ago and he had a bass hooked up to his PlayStation with Guitar Hero, his PS4, and I played I forgot which song it was, but it was by the Police, and I played it on bass. Which song was it? It wasn't Message in a Bottle. It was it Don't Stand So Close to Me? Uh I don't remember. But I played a song by the Police and I actually did pretty good. I actually did pretty good considering I never played bass before. Of course, that's just looking at the screen and just doing the right notes. So I guess I can kind of play bass. I'm sure if I learned more how to play guitar and bass, I could actually play it really good. Probably okay. The issue with guitar is that like my fingers just don't move as fast as they used to, so trying to switch to chords is very annoying. They're just not coordinated properly. But yeah. Roxanne? Maybe? Maybe it was. I'm thinking it was. I'm thinking it was "Don't Stand So Close to Me." I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I don't remember. Don't stand, don't stand so, don't stand so close to me. Yeah, that sounds like the most correct one, from what I remember. My favorite songs, yeah. I mean, when you think of the Police, you think of Roxanne, you think of Message in a Bottle, you think of Don't Stand So Close to Me. I need to actually like listen more to their deeper cuts because those are I love those three songs, but I haven't really gotten too invested in the rest of their stuff. I really need to because I really do love the Police, at least based off those three songs. I think there's a couple others that I don't remember off the top of my head that are still really good. Whenever I drink soda, my throat gets all scratchy. Uh, when I drink soda and talk for a long time, it's like I mean, it is acid. It has acid in it. It's like burning your throat. I wish I could be a moderator. I'd like to be a moderator. I want to be a moderator for a debate. Which one of you two would win in a fight? Go. Biden's like, I would take him out to the back of the gym in high school. I can't do a Biden impression. And she'll be like, yeah, well, I'll just hit him once, just one hit, and then boom, he's down. Doesn't get back up again. I can do a really good Bernie impression, but I can't do a good impression of Biden or Trump, especially Biden. Corn pot. Corn. I can't do a Biden impression. What are your favorite three bands? Shinedown. Uh, Shinedown's my number one. Uh, Shinedown's number one. Number two is, I don't know. Then there's a bunch of other bands that are like I really like, but they're just not my number one, and it's really hard to pick a number two. Hmm. But as far as any of the bands that could fit my number two slot, Three Days Grace, My Darkest Days, Nirvana, Saint Asonia, Breaking Benjamin, uh, Dead Set Society. What else? There's a bunch of bands. And then in like my third tier, I'd have, like Foo Fighters, Imagine Dragons, like AC. No, maybe not AC/DC. Like not Bullet for My Valentine. What's that other name? Starset, Five Finger Death Punch, Disturbed, Hailstorm, Volbeat, Bad Wolves, Green Day, Offspring. What's that one called? It's on the tip of my tongue. What's the name of that band called? They did the Savior. Rise Against. Rise Against. Um, Rise Against. What else? There's a ton of bands. 21 Pilots. What else? I know some of those are like ones that people really don't like, the more popular ones, but I still like 21 Pilots. I like Imagine Dragons. Especially Imagine Dragons I really like. A lot of people don't like Imagine Dragons, but I love Imagine Dragons. I really do. I already mentioned all the 3 Days Grace related stuff. Did I mention My Darkest Days? I'm pretty sure I did. Smashing Satellites. Everything in the 3 Days Grace, My Darkest Days ecosystem. So you have 3 Days Grace, both old and new, Dead Set Society, Saint Asonia, Smashing Satellites. I think I mentioned all of them. If you had to do a vacuum brand tier list, what would it be? Brand tier list. Well, the thing is that I like Bissell machines, but they're just not objectively the best machines that you can get. Then again, neither is Dyson nowadays. But then again, it said if it's favorites, not what I would recommend. As far as like what I'd recommend to like a person, Sibo, Miele, excuse me, Bissell for budget shoppers, like super super budget shoppers. But for the most part, Sibo, Miele, Bissell, uh, Dyson if you really want bagless. As far as what I personally like, Bissell, Dyson, Phantom. Um, Probably in the order of Bissell, then Phantom, then Dyson. Then again, Bissell's I use more often, but Phantoms I like more, so it's kind of like really weird. I guess Bissell and Phantom would be tied, and then Dyson probably number three. Number four, Hoover, and then whatever else. Have you heard of Iconic Lizzo? I have not. My favorite rock bands, not in order: Oasis. Oasis is good. Fleetwood Mac, Boston. Journey is good. Skid Row. Fun fact: Nirvana wanted to be called Skid Row really early on, but they found out there already was a band called Skid Row, so then they changed their name to. Nirvana had like six different names. They had Skid Row. They had what was the one from '87 they were called? Um, it was Bliss, Ted Ed Fred. Ted Ed Fred was what they were called when they had Dale Crover. Bliss was right before they were called Nirvana. Then they had another name in between Skid Row and Ted Ed Fred. What was it called? It was when Aaron Burkhart was in the band. I forgot that name. Whatever. Oh, I do like Billie Eilish as well. Uh, Good old Billie Eilish. Nirvana name. Oh yeah, Fecal. Well, Fecal Matter was before Chris Novoselic. I don't consider it Nirvana until Chris Novoselic was in the band. That's when you can say it was pre-Nirvana, name Nirvana. So Fecal Matter, Skid Row, Bliss, Ted Ed Fred. What was the one from '87 that they were called? I forgot. I'm blanking on that name. But yeah. Either way, not the point. So Dave Matthews is also great. I've heard the name. I probably have heard of Nirvana Grunge. Do you know that their name before, in between, being called Skid Row and Ted Ed Fred? Because I named obviously Nirvana, Skid Row, Bliss, Ted Ed Fred. Let's see. Nirvana, Skid Row, Bliss, Ted Ed Fred. Fecal Matter I don't count. What was the fifth name? There were 5 names, I'm pretty sure. Or was there 5 names? I forgot what the 5th name was called. It was their name in '87 when, for the majority of '87, when Aaron Burkhart was in the band, when he was the drummer. When they did a lot of the like super underground stuff, they did like Anorexorcist and Pencap Chew and White Lace and Strange, stuff like that. Like early builds of Floyd the Barber. Isn't it 10:42 where you're at? Yes, it is currently 10:43. And speaking of Nirvana, do you like the Melvins? I do like the Melvins. They're kind of... I don't really listen to the Melvins. I need to listen to the Melvins more often. But I do like the Melvins. I love Pearl Jam. What else? Pearl Jam. Bunch of stuff. Auric, Ricard, Mila Sanitaire. I'd have to look it up, but one of their names were called Electrified Shitfuck. I've never heard that before. I don't think that's legit. That doesn't sound legit to me, because okay, let me just freaking Google Nirvana. From Aberdeen, Washington, yada yada yada. Bassist Chris Novoselic. Drummers. Tecto YT says, "You look cute. Thank you." I disagree, but so many people I know call me cute. I don't know why. I'm not complaining. I don't understand it, but I'm complaining. It's 4:44 a.m. here. Wow. Are you in like Australia or something? No, not Australia. Jeez. Australia would be like early afternoon. I keep forgetting about Dirt Devil. I may be getting a Dirt Devil Swivel Glide soon. Because a friend of mine has it. I told her that I wanted it. And she's like, well, she'll start vacuum. And I'm like, if I give you another one? She's like, shit, I don't care. So, if all goes according to plan, I'll be getting a red Dirt Devil Swivel Glide MVP. Or, I don't know what you call it. The bagged Dirt Devil. The one that has that little slot in the front for the little triangle-shaped tool. The one that looks kind of like the Bissell one. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Singer, bassist, to Fecal Matter. Their first names. Their first band, The Sellouts, was a Clean Clearwater Revival tribute band. Bob McFadden on the drums. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Recruited drummer Aaron Burkhart. The initial months ran through a series of names: Skid Row and Ted Ed Fred. The group settled on Nirvana. Okay, so that the other name isn't there. Okay. Dale Crover, yes, that was Ted Ed Fred. January 88. 8:45 where I am in Arizona. It is not oh yeah, it is. Well, not AM, but PM. Oh yeah, you didn't say AM. I actually read somewhere that it was called Fag. Fag, that's weird. I don't like to show my face on my videos. Well, fair enough. I didn't too for a while. Now I just don't care. It's like, whatever, I'm ugly, deal with it. If you got a problem with me, fuck off. If you like it, great. Okay, yeah, so this isn't going to show all the names. Let's see. Nirvana names. Nirvana band names. Why is my A key so weird? Nirvana band names. Nirvana band name. Oh. It's a British band called Nirvana. Interesting. Kurt Cobain's alternative band names. Here we go. Revealed in montage of Heck clip. Braden D has liked this video. I don't think you're ugly, so stop it. You look great. Oh, thank you. Everything Samsung Pro is like this video. Why is everyone announcing that they're liking the video? When I start live streaming, I plan on putting up a fake face cam with a meme instead. Yeah. Don't put yourself down. You're not ugly. I'm not arguing that I am. I said that I thought I was, but I clearly said, if you were listening, I said, but everyone says that I'm not. So, and they're not a biased source like I am. Obviously, my opinion on how I look is not really objective because I am me. So that probably means that they're more likely correct than me. Kurt Cobain famously filled notebooks with sketch. Among the potential monikers, he scribbled down Fecal Matter, the Reneganites, Libido, Bliss, Smellfish, Elvis Cooper, and Manbug. What? Wow. Okay, so maybe that was all the official names that were actually used. But they weren't called Ted Ed Fred or Bliss when Aaron Burkhart. What were they called? They had some other name. Live stream is doing a hard lag. Sorry. Whenever I have a window open, or whenever I have another tab open that isn't the stream, it will cut out. So I just stopped, and now it should be coming back, hopefully. Hopefully, right? Come on, come back. Stop saying the encoding's overloaded. I'm not doing anything. Go away, encoding overloaded message. Come on. Go away. Encoding overloaded. I'll overload your encoding. I'm literally just sitting here. I'm not doing it. There we go. Now it goes away. So it should come back. Give it a couple seconds. And is it coming back? Is it coming back? Apparently it's not. There we go. Now it's cleared up. Okay, good. Yay. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Oops. I'm sorry. I did not mean to time you out. My apologies. I didn't mean to time you out. Sorry, Skags2 Jacob. I did not mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, I don't know. It won't let me undo it. Oh, sorry. Intelitech, do you like boys or girls? Why do people keep asking me this question? Why do you care? It's why do people keep asking me that? It's not really relevant to anything. Got some dust in here. See, will this keep playing? Oh, yes, it will. Yay. Why does this one joystick is like really greasy feeling for some reason. Come on. Boop. Oh, nope. Boop. No. Boop. 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 Come on. Get the stupid... There we go. Get the mushroom. Oh, crap. I did the death one. Whoa, what? Well, that worked out. Oh, no, I died. Oh, wow, that was cool. See how far I can get in this. And I died. The moment I say that, I die. The moment I say that, I die. Why is this left joystick so shiny and greasy feeling? Did you accidentally fat finger it? That happens from time to time. Let's see. But to answer the question about boys or girls, I am indeed slightly gay. Just slightly, a healthy amount. Is this lagging again? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's ridiculous. This is so stupid. Maybe it's a sign that I should stop streaming Nintendo stuff, because I'll get... Even though you literally can't even see it on the screen. You literally can't even... Oh! Almost got killed by the plant. No! Died again. No, I just have fingers. Yes, fingers are very helpful. They allow you to pick up food and whatever else fingers are good for. Do. No, it's fine on my end. Okay. And there we go. Woohoo! Well, I support you. Be you 100%. I would hope so. That kind of reminds me of, well, I won't say that reminds me of, but I was thinking about how, like, I remember, like, seeing an interview with Caitlyn Jenner where she was like, you know, I'm just, like, I just believe in traditional marriage. And I'm just like, what? you believe, you're, what? That's all I'm going to say on that topic. Like, isn't that kind of hypocritical of you? But okay. Yeah. I find it kind of weird. I was like, oh my god, I support you. And I'm like, okay. How are you support? It's like, okay, whatever. Cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a big thing. It's just like, okay, whatever, cool. It is what it is. Because, like, nobody ever says, like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm straight. And it's not like everyone's like, oh my gosh, how brave of you. I support you 100%. It's like, what? It's like, who cares? I can't wait till we get to that point when it's, like, no longer considered news anymore. It's just, oh, you're gay, you're straight, you're trans, who cares? Whatever. Are you happy? Yes. Are you hurting anyone else? No. Carry on. I think it's just weird how it's like it's still considered like a newsworthy thing. Not complaining. I'm just saying. Well, actually, I kind of am. But yeah, it's just like, yeah. Like I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he's like, yeah. Actually, it turns out we're like never gonna be able to. He's like, that's never gonna happen because my parents don't like it, and I'm like, really? People are still like that? I'm like, that's sad. Like, that hurt. That's really irritating. I'm gay. I don't care if you don't like it. Don't talk to me. See, that's pretty simple. People don't accept LGBTQ plus people need to get educated and stop bashing everything on their and basing everything on their religion. If your religion touts hate, keep it to yourself. I agree. Like I was raised Catholic and everything, but I'm agnostic. But that's that's no big deal. It's like I don't see. That's the thing. It's like, see, my thing is just if you believe it and you're not actually trying to like enforce it on other people, that's fine. If you personally believe that being gay is wrong, that's fine. Don't be gay. If you personally believe that being trans is wrong, then don't be trans. It's as simple as that. Just like just like people who don't eat meat. Like, plus even then again, there's even like people who are vegans, and some people be like, "How dare you be a vegan?" And then vice versa. Someone's vegan, they're like, "How dare you eat meat?" It's like, who cares? You do it. If you don't think that other people should do it, that's fine. You can still voice your opinion, but don't attack anyone specifically. Braden D, we have the same name. I'm called Braden. Oh, that's cool. Plus it's 2020, not 1920. Well, it feels like 1920 considering we got a freaking plague going on right now. The difference is FDR just lost. The modern day equivalent to FDR, which is Bernie Sanders. Damn it, I fell in the water again. Aren't most vacuum collectors gay? That's a good point. I don't know why, but it tends to work out that way. Or at least, LGBT. I don't think I've ever met a straight vacuum collector in my life. But then again, there are plenty of vacuum collectors on YouTube where they don't disclose it because, well, it's none of people's damn businesses. Okay, I unlocked that 1UP block, but I think it just went away, even though it didn't fall down a hole or anything. It's supposed to fall right here so I can get an infinite life. You can't even see what I'm doing because I can't show it because Nintendo will throw a hissy fit. Even though I'm advertising the 30-year-old game. I mean, come on. Well, 34-year-old game because 86. Don't you cry no more. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Don't you cry no more. Carry on my wayward son. The baby stays you. Oh, this game sucks. I'm just kidding. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Tech Doily being a mad lad over here. I went to a church. I went to a church and yelled, "I'm gay." They just looked at me. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't go to church anymore. I never really liked going to church, honestly. It just wasn't my thing. It always annoys me whenever I know people where they like, well, if you're not religious and you're not the exact version of the same religion that I have, then you are by definition a bad person. Ignore your actions and how you are as a person. It's your religious affiliation that defines whether or not you're good or not. I can't stand that. I cannot stand that at all. Because the majority of my family members are Christian. I obviously have no problem with it. I still say grace and stuff because I have no problem with it. And, because why would I? It's not, oh no, I'm being thankful for being around my family and, having a good celebration. I have no problem with that. I would imagine that none of my family even knows that I'm agnostic. But And I would imagine that most of my family doesn't even know I'm gay. Well, then again, I think my dad told them all about my ex, so I think they kind of put two and two together. But I don't think it's been an issue. It hasn't been an issue. Not that I'm aware of anyways. So I'm pretty sure my family members know that I'm gay. I don't know. I don't really care. Because if I don't notice them acting any differently, then I'm happy. Because I hate it whenever people are like, they act differently around you just because they find out like a little aspect about your personality. It's like, why do you care? It's like, I don't have a crush on you, dude. Chill. Because that's usually what I hear. It's like, whoa, I don't want to date you. It's like, okay, I didn't want to date you anyways. You're kind of an asshole. Right? Because I like that when people assume that, oh, that means that you by definition like everybody. And it's like, no, I still have preferences. I still have things that I prefer. Anyways. So I might rename my channel to Sophia D when I do. Pierce's vlogs. No, I'm a girl. Get educated and get over it. Just saying. Man, Braden D's dropping some shade. I like it. I like it. Cool, Braden D's a nice name. Lol, number 1, 2. I'm changing my name to Sophia in the near future, named after my favorite princess of all. Yes. So I might rename my channel. Yes. Do whatever you want, as long as I know that it's you. I'm assuming that if it ends with D, I'll probably figure it out, but or if it's the same picture, then I'll know, because I mostly just go based off the picture. Like when I see a pink picture, I'm like, oh, that's Braden. This playing the Switch, I'll just play like this. Feels weird playing Switch with an analog stick, but the D-pad on the Switch is horrible. This thing where it's like 4 buttons, this is horrible. Why didn't Nintendo screw that up? Last I remember from the entitled side of my family is that they were hardcore Christians. After my mother passed, I just straight up stopped going to church. Oh, that's fair. This is the wrong... I just grabbed my PS3 controller and tried to play Switch with it. Oops. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, it's 11:04. How many viewers do I got? I still got 9 viewers. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep streaming for another half hour, but I'm gonna eat some snacks. These Belvita, do you guys like these? These Belvita sandwiches? These are fantastic. They come in a bunch of different flavors. These are delicious. And they're not too unhealthy either. Actually, what are the nutritional facts? Let's see, we got 9 grams of trans fats. We got 12 grams of sugar, 3 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein, 36 carbs, 130 milligrams of sodium. And it has 10% iron, 2% potassium, thiamine, 0.12, riboflavin, nacein 1. I don't know any of this crap. It's 12 here. I'm assuming you're in the Eastern time zone, correct? Also, I'm autistic. I am as well. That I don't mind telling people, even though it's kind of personal, because a lot of people have it, and I think people should be accepting of it. And a lot of people don't even know I'm autistic, because I don't want to say obviously, but I'm high functioning. More so Asperger's than autism per se. And I just died. That's fine. I should go back home. So, is this your longest stream? No, my longest stream was like 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna eat one of these. I don't know why it has me open it like that. I can't do anything with that. Now that I can do something with, because I can actually access the little sandwich. We'll just call it Velveeta sandwich because they're not really cookies. Oh, they're biscuits. Breakfast biscuits. Oh, they're breakfast? Huh. Well, it's dessert. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I need to probably get to sleep here sometime soon. I could barely get up today because I was working so late on the Windows updates that I talked about in Discord yesterday. Oh, I understand. You are under no obligation to stay here. In fact, when you want to leave the stream, leave, because I feel bad cutting the stream when there's a bunch of people watching. But if you leave when you want to leave, then I'll actually know when to stop the stream. So that is fine with me. But yeah, these are wonderful. And I got the chocolate ones because they were on sale. But they also have them in like peanut butter. They have almond butter. Almond butter is really good. They have a coconut butter one. They're fantastic. So I fix phones and laptops and vacuums for a job. I'm only 15. I also fix phones, laptops, and vacuums. It's an odd combo. I like Nintendo. Same here. I have sensory issues due to it as well with food, so I'm extremely picky. I hate it when certain smells, textures of food. Oh, that's not good. I'm usually not a picky eater. I usually like a lot of stuff. There's very few things I don't like. I don't like coconut and liver. It's the only real thing I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah. I know I did yard work when I was 15. Was that 15? Maybe 14? I'm under a tornado warning, but I don't give a crap. Well, be safe. Yeah, I'm not usually picky when it comes to stuff. I'm just a slut for food. I just love food. I'm not like fat per se, but I could work to build some actual muscle. That's the thing, because I'm not very strong. My diet isn't really a problem. The problem is just I don't exercise ever, like literally ever. So this quarantine hasn't really changed my lifestyle all that much. I'm mostly only picky when it comes to mushrooms, sardines, artificial grape flavoring, and olives. I will never eat any of those. I actually agree with all those except for the olives. I love olives on pizza. See, people give me shit because when someone asks, "Hey, you can get any pizza you want for 3 toppings, and if you're getting yourself a pizza, what do you get?" And I say pineapple, black olives, and sausage, and people get mad at me, like legitimately angry, because like I didn't say one of the common flavors of pizza, not flavors, but common toppings on pizza. And I'm like, you just asked me what my favorite toppings were. Why are you mad that I answered? Y'all are demons. And y'all are banned from the channel. I work with autism kids and they are so sweet. Yeah. That's not good. Never been in a tornado. I do some yard work too. Nice. I exercise every day by dancing and spending time outdoors as I love nature. That's good. I love it here in Kansas. I haven't been in Kansas in a while. I do miss Kansas City, though. I really do miss Kansas City. The barbecue, oh, second to none. Perhaps in the future I might move back to Kansas City. But not like close to Kansas City like I was before, like actually in Kansas City. If I do move somewhere, I'd like to move to a bigger city. We need to ban the troll accounts. Well, that's what I did. Oh, did I miss that one? My favorite exercise is chasing tornadoes on foot. Oh, that will give you some exercise. I don't think that's preferable. Did I just get a message? Oh my god, this phone's lagging like crazy. Yes, be safe. I've been a very naughty cat girl. I didn't even see that. By the time I looked, it was hidden by Boppo. Wait, view deleted message. That's great. I got my iMac keys from the dump, a lime green one. Ooh, that's nice. Me and my mom used to watch live Storm Chasers together on this website, but they took it down and we can't find another. I don't even remember the name of it. So, did anyone else to the vacuum collectors watch expotv.com back when they did reviews? The website still exists, but it's literally, you literally can't even navigate it. Like, I cannot find any sort of search function. It seems to be like your review only goes up if they feel like it, at least the last time I checked. But I used to watch reviews of all sorts of vacuums and stuff, Bissell's, Dyson's. They had tons of reviews on that website, but they changed it at some point and it's just awful now. Because it was like a YouTube almost, but it was like for exclusively for consumer reviews. It was a really nice website. It was expotv.com. They changed something about it and the website is just unusable nowadays, at least as of the last time that I checked. But I really liked that website. And my mom and I, we used to watch HGTV a whole lot, like House Hunters, Property Brothers, people flipping houses, people like buying crappy houses and refurbishing them back up and then reselling them. Love that stuff. Love it, love it, love it. What is the name of it? The name of what? I'm assuming the show is just called Storm Chasers, what Braden's referring to. Because I believe there is a show that's just called Storm Chasers. Ah. This is why I don't like crunchy foods. Now there's crumbs all over the floor. Whereas if it was soft, it would just, The only reviews I watch on YouTube is performance reviews. You don't watch my reviews? Yeah, I'd be able to check out and see if the website's indexed on Google. The website still exists, it just sucks now. As of the last time I checked, let me check real quick. Nobody likes your channel, Chance. It sucks. I know. That's why I'm trying to make it better. Yeah, I saw where it says JK. I know. I'm just messing with you. Come on, unlock. I hated my glasses get covered in fingerprints. Can never keep them clean, but I hate contacts too. And I don't like the idea of lasers going into my eyes. So I'm kind of stuck. Anyways. Did they ever make any Call of Duties on Switch? I don't think they did. They should. I don't know. It's ridiculous. They had Call of Duties on Wii U, but not on Switch. At least, they stopped putting them out on Wii U. I think the last one that was ever on Wii U was Ghosts. I'm pretty sure. So I think the Wii U only got Black Ops 2 and Ghosts. I like Call of Duty Ghosts. Ghosts. Call of Duty Goats. Call of Duty Goats. That's the sequel to Goat Simulator. Call of Duty Goats. And Telltag. If your dad was mean to you, would you talk to him? No. Just like if a friend of mine was mean to me, I wouldn't talk to them. If someone's disrespecting you, they don't deserve your time. It doesn't matter who they are. And now some people respond to that by saying, but they're your dad, they're your mom, you should, I'm like, well then they should act like it. Also, they did not. The only Call of Duty that I know was on the DS, and they did get COD on the Wii U. I don't remember that at all. Yes, they did make, they did, man, the mods are going crazy. There's a bunch of people just, like, trolling and jumping in, and the mods are just on their ass. That's good. You guys are doing a good job. Let's see. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so they released Black Ops 2 and Ghosts on Wii U. I don't think they ever made... What was after Ghost? After Ghost... Oh, Advanced Warfare. Yeah, they never made Advanced Warfare on Wii U or anything else. Do 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 do. Oh, Brayden and I are going back and forth with the hide button. Yeah. See, I just stepped on some crumbs. See, that's why I don't like... That's why I don't like crunchy things. Now I gotta vacuum. There's another thing why I hate floors and I like carpets. Because carpets, you can just vacuum it. Floors, you can't vacuum. You have to, like, use a stick vac. And it's really annoying. And you can't see the dirt that's on the floor. You can't see it, so you have to just... And you can never get it completely clean. Whereas carpet, yeah, you can't get it completely clean either, but at least you can hide it because it's carpet. Anything that's on the carpet is, you know, it's not just on a flat surface. Pepsi. Stupid trolls, I agree. By the way, if you can hear the sounds of me sipping or crunching, I'm sorry. That's probably really gross. Anyways, it's 11:20. I think I'm going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. So precisely about 11:30, because I want to eat some dinner and go to bed. So, yeah, I think I'll probably get about that. So, anything else you guys want to talk about for like the next 9 minutes before I wrap this up? See, it says excellent connection, but I can see the stream feed lagging. Okay, well now it's not lagging anymore. You can vacuum bare floors with most uprights, but that's using all the brush will shut off. Oh yeah, you can, but it's not going to do a good job. And I still would much rather have carpet. You should have to have at least one video uploaded before you're allowed to join streams. I agree. I think it should be. I think it should be. You should have to have at least one subscriber before you're able to join streams. Because I mean, hell, it's like, yeah, I understand if you're not want to be a creator and you just want to have an account, but you can find one friend or family member to subscribe to your channel, and then lift that. You can have one. I mean, come on, not 10. 10 be too many. 5 maybe too many, but just one. You have to have one subscriber before you can go into any streams. Or I should have the ability. I should have the ability to go into my stream and say you have to have at least one subscriber before you can join the stream. And I understand why they don't do that, because then high-end YouTubers will block it out to where only other high-end YouTubers can watch their videos, and that's kind of annoying. But hey, if that person's crappy and they want to do that, then whatever. It should just be one subscriber. That should just be the default. You have to have one subscriber, and if you have one subscriber, you can join a stream. Would you all agree with that? I think that's fair. Well, they could create another account and sub to themselves. Yeah, but it has to be from another Gmail account. That's the thing. You shouldn't be allowed to... Granted, you can also make more email accounts, but you shouldn't be able to just make another account on the same email and then just do the same thing, because that completely goes against banning someone. Because that we've clearly seen that happen a bunch of times with a certain person. And that's ridiculous. That shouldn't be allowed at all. At the very least, it should be to where if someone wants to do that, they should have to create a whole new email account and burn it. Right? Damn, I keep missing the good stuff. Well, your account should be active for at least 1 month, and you should have phone and email verification. I agree with that too. It should be phone and email verification. Account be active for at least 1 month. Actually, yeah, that's the biggest thing, because yeah, I mean, just being active for a certain amount of time, that actually would be much better. Because if you it made it to where if you had to be active for a month, then yeah, you can't just you have to make a bunch of these accounts and let them sit for a month, and no one's gonna do that. So yeah, they should do that, as opposed to the subscriber or the verification. Actually, the verification should probably be a thing as well. All the mods are now fighting to to be the ones to be the saviors of a particularly undesirable person. OMG, a lot of Wes Hamels, yes. It's ironic how we're talking about the concept of someone exploiting the system while they exploit the system. I cannot wait until YouTube gets like a legitimate competitor, which is probably never going to happen at this point. Wes is Cade making new channels, lol. Yeah, Wes Hamilton does sound kind of like a made-up name. Then again, chancemushinski also sounds like a made-up name, so fair enough. Because a lot of these trolls seem to make accounts right when the stream starts so they can start trolling with no verification. Yeah, exactly. I should try to I should reach out to Review Tech. All Bissell fans listen to Justin Bieber. Sorry, that's funny how narrow-minded somebody is. No one actually believes that. That's the kind of opinion, that's the kind of phrase that is only said by someone who's just trying to cause drama. That's not a serious opinion that someone can actually have. And if they do, then God help them, because they are not in a good way. Because a little bit of craziness is good. It's refreshing. Too much of it can be, well, too much. Do you have any metal royals? I don't have anything royal right now. I don't have anything made out of metal. Other than this lamp. Or this Pepsi can. Or this Xbox. The outside is plastic, but the inside's metal. For example, I'm a Bissell fan and I hate Justin Bieber, so yeah. I like Sorry. That's about it. Is it too late now to say sorry? And I hope I don't let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? This Paper towel is copyright 2015. Yep. Bye, everyone. Gotta go. Bye, Logo Mans. Have a good one. Stream will end in approximately 3 minutes. Say ABC if you saw Caden's weird video. ABC. I saw one of them. But let's not bully people's accounts just because they make crappy videos. I love Bissell and how they say pets. I like that too. I've seen opinions that are similar but more targeted. You can't have an opinion because you're this. Yeah, exactly. I remember like I got in like an argument with my ex because he said that because I'm gay that I have to support Pete Buttigieg, and I was like, I don't like Pete Buttigieg. He's a terrible candidate. He's a terrible person. I don't like him. His policies are garbage, and I am not a fan of him at all. And he's like, but he'll make the White House look so nice. And I'm like, I don't care. Am I supposed to care about that? Am I supposed to care about that? Because I don't. I care about policies. Buttigieg doesn't have a policy. Buttigieg is gone now. He endorsed Biden. But yeah, people said that. Well, you're gay, so you have to support Pete Buttigieg. No, I don't. If you're black, do you have to support Obama? If you're white, do you have to support, Biden? If you're orange, do you have to support Trump? No. And of course the stream lags because I'm talking politics. Okay, off the topic of politics. Same here. I'm a cat person, but I also love dogs, so I think it's amazing Bissell supports animals. Yes. Pete Buttigieg came off as weird to me, to be honest. Yeah, because he's like scripted politician 101. Pete Buttigieg is the guy that when the Democrats, they take everything they want in a perfect ideal candidate. They want young, they want minority, they want history, they want veteran, they want young, all this stuff, and they throw it all into a blender. Out came Pete Buttigieg. I'm also like the only one who can actually pronounce his name properly, but yeah. So, and my phone just reset. My phone just randomly reset. Why does it do this? Yeah, and it's just... Why? My phone keeps doing that. It's been doing that ever since I got it. And I don't want to replace it, honestly. Because I don't feel like it. I just want to fix that stupid problem. Ew, I just had a stink bug land on me. Yuck. If you could have any vintage iMacs, which ones would they be? Probably just the G3. That's the one that everyone likes. I think they made them in orange and blue. If so, I'd like a blue one. Howdy, y'all. Hello. My dad hates Pete Buttigieg just because he's gay. That's stupid. See, out of all the garbage centrist candidates, Buttigieg, Bloomberg, Klobuchar, Biden, Harris, Delaney, Ryan, all those people, with all of those garbage people, Buttigieg was at least the one where I could at least stomach him. Not because he's gay, but just because at least he's well spoken, at least, at least he's intelligent. A lot of the other people aren't intelligent, or they have records that are even horrible. Horrible. Granted, Buttigieg's record isn't good either, and his policies are awful, but at least he seems like a trustworthy person, kind of. So, I would have rather had Pete Buttigieg be winning versus Biden. Because at least Buttigieg can form coherent sentences. Biden can't. Obviously, I wanted Bernie or Tulsi or Yang, but at least Buttigieg can form coherent sentences. Biden can't. Because he's got dementia. Like, just being honest, like he has dementia. I feel bad for the guy, but he shouldn't be running the country. He shouldn't be running for president. He should be sitting at home, relaxing. But they don't want to say that because they know that he was the only one that could win any state. Because Bernie won the first 3 out of the first 4 contests. And because Biden took South Carolina, they thought they had no other choice but to go by Biden. If Biden wasn't in the race, Bernie would have won South Carolina. And he would have ran home with this thing. But it's because they all dropped out at the same time and endorsed Biden that all the lemmings fell in place, and somehow everyone listened to them and voted for Biden on Super Tuesday. And everything just fell apart. And Bernie could not get back up on his feet good enough because he wasn't listening to his advisors. And as a result, he didn't make it. He just dropped out recently. A couple days ago, he dropped out. And he's still on the ballot. He's still collecting delegates. I still recommend, if your state hasn't voted yet, vote for Bernie. But it's unfortunate. And Biden's probably not going to win in November. And I don't really want him to, honestly. I hate both of them. I hate Trump and Biden. I don't care. Okay, I'm back. I just found out I don't have to do online school unless I want to bring my grade up. Wasn't that how any school works? You don't have to do this unless you care about your grades. The lemmings fell in place. I wish I played that game. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like Klobuchar and Buttigieg dropped out and endorsed Biden, and everyone said, okay, fine, I'll vote for Biden. And everyone voted for Biden. We're fucked either way. I'd rather Biden because at least he has common sense. Maybe he has common sense, but if he can't even speak, if his dementia is so bad, the only thing progressive about Biden is his dementia. He said he'd veto Medicare for all. He's stabbing the entire left in the back, just like Hillary did. Honestly, I'd rather have Hillary. Because at least Hillary can form coherent sentences. Yeah, she's corrupt. But she can form coherent sentences. Unlike Biden, who is also corrupt. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, God, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. No matter who wins in November, we are fucked. We are fucked. Hasn't been the last 3 years like he's acting like 5 on Twitter. Yeah, that's true. That's because Biden has to have other people write his tweets for him because he can't friggin' speak. He has a piece of paper for him telling him what to say, and he still can't get the words out. Best celebrity videos. Same. Better than someone who picks on disabled people, LGBTQ plus, and acts like a 3-year-old when he doesn't get his way. Yeah. If Hillary was elected, we probably... I mean, to be honest, if Hillary was elected, we'd probably be in the middle of a war right now. What do you mean? We're bombing 8 different countries right now. I mean, yeah, I don't think it would have gotten any better under Hillary. And that's the thing. Part of the reason why I liked Trump was because at least he had anti-interventionist rhetoric. He said we need to pull out of these places, but he also said we should bomb the families of terrorists. So he was advocating for non-interventionism, yet also terrorism. So it's really hard to kind of pinpoint Trump on that regard. But at the same time, Hillary also completely battled with Russia because she just completely would not shut up about Russia. And yeah, honestly, I don't think that the intervention situation would be any different with either of them. I think they're both in practice very similar to each other. So if we had a President Hillary Clinton right now, I'm pretty sure that our situation regarding the wars that we're in, we're still in Afghanistan, we're still in Iraq, the Trump administration is staging a coup in Venezuela, just so many things, and I don't think it'd be that much different with Hillary. So again, I don't like Hillary. She is a war hawk, but and again, maybe she'd be slightly worse than Trump, possibly. I know that one thing I'll give Trump credit for is his advancement with North Korea. That is something that Hillary Clinton would not have done. So that is actually a scenario where he definitely would be better than Clinton, because I don't think Clinton would have talked down with Kim Jong Un and actually gotten some progress as far as somewhat demilitarizing North Korea. I think that's one thing that I have to give Trump credit for, because at least he got that. People are calling, like, the left was calling him out on that, and I'm like, that's actually something he did that was good. See, because I'm objective, I'm not a partisan hack. So when Trump does something that's good, I congratulate him for it, and when he does something that's shitty, I chastise him for it, as you should any president. Obama did a lot of things I didn't like. We had record numbers of drone strikes under the Obama administration after he rallied against Bush's, you know, you know, Bush's foreign policy agenda. However, with Trump, he actually increased drone strikes by 432% over the Obama administration, which is crazy. And I honestly don't think Hillary would have done that. So again, Hillary probably wouldn't have done as many drone strikes, but she also wouldn't have had the issue, or she wouldn't have had the improvement regarding North Korea. So I think it's pretty much a wash in that regard. I think as far as foreign policy, granted, we only have one that we can actually prove what they've done. The other one is just a hypothetical, obviously, but that's what it seems like. So it seems like that the foreign policy sort of agenda of both of the candidates were honestly not, as far as like quality, not very far off. They just have kind of like little things about them that one does over the other. So under foreign policy, I don't think that either of them would have been better. I think Trump is better than Clinton on the corruption aspect. I think he still has corruption within his administration, but I don't think it's as bad as a Clinton administration would have had. So I think Trump is better on the corruption. Clinton would be better on healthcare and social issues. Trump is better on that sort of thing. It's a toss-up. And now with Biden is basically Hillary 2.0. So Biden is doing a lot of the similar things that Hillary was doing. I don't know. If Biden picks a progressive as his VP, if he picks Bernie, if he picks Tulsi, if he picks Yang, if he picks Nina Turner, if he picks, whoever else, if he picks like a progressive as his running mate, I'll vote for Biden. Otherwise, if the VP is not strong, because again, he's the oldest guy who's ever ran for president, and well, not ran, but who's ever got a nomination that I'm aware of, at least. Because Mike Gravel was actually 89 when he ran this year, or this cycle, so he was the oldest person to run. And anyways, Bush was a moron. Yeah. My mom cried when Trump won. I'm using this stream to come out to my mom. Oh, that's good. I hope I set a good example. Biden said he'd pick a female as his VP. I know. So if he picks Tulsi, or if he picks Nina Turner, I'll vote for him. But if he doesn't, and he doesn't pick a good progressive VP, and he picks another corporate hack like Tim, remember Tim Kaine? He's the human equivalent of dried oatmeal. He added nothing to that ticket. If Hillary Clinton had picked Elizabeth Warren as her VP or Sherrod Brown, she would have won. But she didn't. She snubbed her base, and that's why she lost. Yes, she won the popular vote, and Biden very well could do the same thing. But the election is a toss-up at this point. The election is a toss-up at this point. Because earlier I would have said that it's like an 80% chance that Trump's going to win re-election. Now I'm at the point where I think it's pretty much a 50-50 toss-up. We'll have to see after more campaign ads come out, after the debates happen. We'll have to see how exactly they both deal with this situation. So, if the election was held today, there are polls right now that have Biden up by 8 points, and there's ones that have Biden down by 10 points. Well, I don't know about 10 points, but I know they have him. There's polls that have him down by a few points. So it's a toss-up. And remember, polls going into the last election some of them had Hillary Clinton up by, 10 points. Most of them had her up by about 3 points, and some of them had Trump up by like 5 points, give or take, depending on the publication. So it's gonna be a close battle, just like it was last time. So again, 2016 is gonna happen all over again. The only difference is that Hillary Clinton now is significantly older and has dementia and a dick. And Trump has 4 years of incumbency, which is a very powerful thing when you're running against an incumbent president in modern times. Trump's base has been coming out for him in record numbers in the primaries. So in the general, that could happen. But at the same time, record numbers of people have been coming out for Biden as well, hence him winning the nomination. I think we're going to have significantly higher voter turnout than we did in 2016. However, I think it's still, the actual percentages compared to each other are going to be relatively close. So as far as what's going to happen as far as the outcome of the election. So, but I will be covering the election. And once the election happens, I'll be doing a documentary on the election. Probably on a different channel. Probably on my political channel that I haven't really been paying attention to. Because I just can't. I watch all these videos on it. I watch Secular Talk and I watch, Ben Shapiro and stuff like that. And I get so involved in politics every day that when I want to turn on the camera and talk about it myself, I'm just so drained. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, anyways. It is 11:44. Wow. Furry Spring Bonnie 1983 says, ooh. Ooh, indeed. Which side are you on, Republican or Democrat, I might ask? Well, I don't consider myself I'm not a partisan. But as far as what I support policy-wise, I fall the closest in line to Bernie Sanders' platform. So I support Medicare for All. I support universal basic income. I support I support ending a lot of the wars. I support higher taxes on the wealthy. I'm against corporate bailouts and stuff like that. A lot of that sort of stuff, which the majority of that is all in Bernie Sanders' platform, which, of course, Bernie Sanders is. He always ran as a Democrat, so that would put me more into the Democratic side. And I do tend to lean more Democratic. But, again, I will still vote for whoever I think is the best candidate, but generally I tend to lean more Democratic. So if you held a gun to my head and say Republican or Democrat, I'm going to say Democrat. And hopefully you won't shoot me. Why does my nose keep itching? Matthew Broom says Braden B. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream in like 15 minutes. They need to work together. Well, that's never going to happen. Do 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 do. My family has always voted Democrat no matter what. Do you still have that clean view? Yes. Aw. Yes. Ooh. Much ooh. Oh, ooh. the :3, whatever. I don't know how you say that. It's kind of how I say it, like someone kind of giggling a little bit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. My power groom is supposed to come tomorrow, but I don't know. My bag missile went on me. Oh, that's not good. I wouldn't shoot you. You have every right to vote for who you want. I would hope so.
Hey, we're Root.
No, go away, Root. Are you changing your name from a cartoon character? Why not? Because this is America. This is America. We can do whatever we want. Do 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 Wasn't trying to meet her. Bissell RIP. I bought new vacuum bags for my Electrolux vacuum. That's cool. Do 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 do. Do 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 Oh, that's cute. Oh, thank you. Mexicans are cool, dude. Yes, I love tamales. Was that racist? I hope not. I remember there was one time when someone said that it was racist of me to say that I like people with British accents and Australian accents, and I was like, how? I'm saying a positive thing. They're like, because you're saying that you only like them because of that, and I'm like, no. I'm just saying that if you have an Australian accent, I'm probably gonna have a crush on you. I'm just saying because I love British and Australian accents. I cannot get enough of them. But yeah, my dad didn't even want to eat at Five Guys because Mexicans were working there. What? That's so stupid. Your dad is a racist, no offense. Yeah, that is pretty racist. Turbo, I love your vacuum cleaner videos. Thank you. I love your fluffiness. But yes, because most furries that I've met are usually really nice. Usually. Usually. And I try to be nice. Hmm. By the way, the stream is going to end in 10 minutes. But then again, how many times have I said the stream's going to end and I keep the stream going? Oh well. Let's see. Then he gave my neighbors crap in my old house because they were Mexican. That's not good. Yeah, I think we get the point. I think he's racist. My friend asked me out again, but she can't date, so I told her to talk to her parents. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah, the colon 3. I love that. I love the UK accent, especially older ladies. The accent is so dainty and I love it. Yes. Like 30 minutes ago. Yeah. So yeah, super racist. Yeah. I just love accents. See, I used to really love British accents, but then I heard my friend's accent who's Australian. I was just like, yes. I was like, yes, I want to hear that every single day. So, I want to marry an Australian, but I can't because I don't live in Australia. They just make me so happy. I don't know why. I just need to find an Australian person who lives here who is a vacuum collector and likes technology and all that stuff. Never gonna happen, but yeah, one can dream. One can dream. Why does my hair keep doing this? There's like little parts of it that just go away. I need to get a haircut, but I can't. Probably should turn this console off since I'm not playing it right now. Oh well. Anyways. Not at all. I'm white and I support and love all black, white, pink, or purple. I love you just the same. Well, you just offended every single member of the Blue Man Group. So, look what you did. Look what you've done. What have you done? I want to marry a super sweet and cute girl. That sounds nice. Trump don't have a lot of money. He just friends with his friends because they have money. What? I mean, Trump's pretty rich. My favorite UK YouTuber is iBuyASIC. I love him too. He's a sweetheart. Black people can't be racist peers. We can be way sexist, but we ain't racist. No, I think black people can be racist. If you say something racist, it doesn't matter which color you are. You're being racist. If you say I hate white people, that's pretty racist. That's close to the definition of racism. Yeah, your racism doesn't hold as much weight because there's no like systemic oppression against white people, obviously, but it's still the phrase that you've said is still racist. Anyways, you just offended red people, Braden. I asked my friend out, he liked me, but I don't want to date. I cried all night. Oh, that sucks. Never mind, only true Family Guy fans will remember that. Blue Man Group is awesome. Who thought PVC pipe would make amazing instruments? Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Blue Man Group is awesome. 30 Spring Bonnie 1983 says, at least I'm assuming that's what that face means. That's the colon 3 is the I'm pink in the summer. Get it sunburned. Yep. The only YouTuber I know is Ruby Rube. I use PVC to make lots of crap. That's wonderful. Stream is ending in 4 minutes. When I was little, I used to wonder why black people were called black because their skin is brown. I think we all realize that. And then why are white people called white when our skin is like a peachish color? You offended green people, right? Okay, we get the point. We're just gonna name every single color that Braden didn't mention. You need to make an apology to red, yellow, and orange people. Yeah, Trump is orange. You just offended Trump. How dare you? You offend the president. Offending orange people. The following racism has been sponsored by Windows Vista. Only because they're likely going to be sick on or near me. What? This comment section just devolved into garbage. Anyways. So, I'm orange, so that's offensive. I mixed but I sat in the sun too long. My first ex-girlfriend always thought I had a foot fetish, but I do not. She loved playing footsies with me. But everyone plays footsies, though. Or footies, however you pronounce that. I thought everyone did that. I didn't realize it was like a romantic thing. Ew, Vista. I like Vista. What's wrong with Vista? Windows Vista. I like Windows Vista. It's one of my favorite versions of Windows. Along with Windows 10 and XP 7, 8. Actually, I just named all the new versions of Windows. Whatever. I just like Windows. I'm Asian American. When I get a bunny fursuit, I'll make vacuum videos and not reveal my face. I actually have one of those stupid fake fursuit heads that Walmart used to sell. I have like a bunny one because I got it for like $1. And I thought, who cares? It's $1. And it looks really weird, but it's like the bunny one. I have a cracked Samsung. I'm Australian Canadian mix. Ooh, that's a nice combo. What about Windows Millennium Edition? Now that's the best version of Windows. Windows XP, Vista, and 10 are my favorite versions. Yes. Furry Spring Bonding 1983 says, oh, well. My response is, ooh. Furry Spring Bonding 1983 says, huh? I don't know how to translate that. It's just a bunch of faces. I got a new phone cover and it has metal on it. Ooh, fancy. I've honestly considered doing a vacuum cleaner video dressed up as a princess, but I figured it wouldn't go right with the vacuuming, so I didn't. Plus, I started to get a Sophia the First dress. I have Princess Anna. Nice. Windows 98. I like Windows 98. I like Windows 2000 is really good. Some people think I'm Mexican. Huh. It's good if you have enough RAM. Yes. What about XP? Yeah, XP is good. I like XP. Now everyone's naming their nationalities for some reason. Will you stream tomorrow? I might. Possibly not. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. But I'm from Alaska. And Teltech, are you taller than 5'7"? I'm 5'11". I may be 6 foot at this point, but for the longest time I've been 5'11". 5'11". I'm Polish, by the way. So I'm Polish, Greek, European, and supposedly part Cherokee. I don't really believe that part. Or if so, it's a very, very small part. I'm about as Native American as Elizabeth Warren. So none. But can you still use Windows XP in 2020? Yes, you can. You definitely can. Windows Longhorn. Longhorn's good. Depends on which version of Longhorn. Windows XP error sound plays. I'm 5'8". Yes. Also, I'm going to drop the Discord link in the chat for those who missed it earlier. So, invite members. Invite copied. Do 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 do. Advertisements. I'm 7'1", so I'm too tall for doors. Huh. I'm 5'6". I'm 5'9", actually. It seems like everyone's 5 something. You're not 7'1". Yay, Discord. Yes. I'm half English, half Irish. I'm 5'3", I think. I seriously find it hard to believe that Lego Mans is 7'1". Some girls in my school are taller than me. I already can't watch YouTube on XP. Why not? It should work in Firefox. Where's your frickin' proof? Well, you're the one who said you're 7'1". You have to be the one to prove that you're 7'1". You can't prove that you're not 7'1". You can't prove a negative. It's the burden of proof is on the person making the positive claim. So if you're making the claim that I'm 7'1", you have to provide evidence for that before you can get mad at people for asking you for, or trying to say that you don't have any evidence against not being 7'1". I need to get Discord, but still haven't yet. Get it! Get Discord! Because I post a lot of updates regarding vacuums and stuff in the server. I'm Black, Irish, and Swedish. Did you hear about this YouTuber TechSmart? He got banned. I used to watch TechSmart. Did he get banned? I've been watching him recently. What about internet browser support for Windows XP? Is there still a supported browser? I don't believe there is. The most recent one that you can get that supported XP was, I believe, Opera or Pale Moon. And Firefox and Chrome have been out of date for a few years now, but they do still kind of work. They're just old versions, but they will still work for a lot of websites, but they are starting to have issues because, again, they're old versions. Obviously, Internet Explorer is useless in XP because you can only go up to Internet Explorer 8. And we're on like the 10th version of Edge at this point. I still have a computer that runs Windows XP. I used to play old games. Windows 7 or 10 can't play. Lol, JK, I'm actually 5'7". Yeah, that makes more sense. Be right back, I'm getting Discord. One of my relatives is 6'6". My uncle is like 6'6" or something like that. There's a reason why there's a hole in the back of my car, because he was on a ladder and it slipped out from underneath him and it bashed into the back of my car, and it saved him, because otherwise he would have fallen to the ground. So that's really good that that was there. So there's a big hole in the back of my bumper of my car, but he's safe, so that's cool with me. My car just saved someone's life. My car saved my uncle's life, so I like that. Anyways, I'm 3-2. Alright guys, well, it's 12:05 right now. I've been streaming for a while. I want to stop. So, I will see you guys in the next stream. I will see you guys in the next video, whichever one comes first, probably the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you all have a good one. And, yeah. If you want to join the Discord server, I posted the link. So, excuse me. If you want to join that, go ahead. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope y'all have a good one. Bye. Have a great rest of your night. I forgot how to end this video, how to end this stream. So have a good one. Sorry that there's still 10 people watching and I have to let you guys go, but I don't want to stream until 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to get a hold of me, join the Discord server where I post a lot of updates about the channel. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.